Do we like it? I think I was just gonna... Anyway, it's a perfect pose. It's a perfect pose, and I won't hear anything against it.
Is it a perfect posy?
I don't know what a posy looks like.
It's a flower.
I know, but I went downhill really fast. I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen a perfect posy. I don't know if I've ever seen a posy. I don't think I've ever seen... I don't know what's...
I know you've seen a posy.
Okay.
Weren't there posies at our...
At our bouquet building workshop, quite possibly.
The bucket building workshop, that's right. You guys were building buckets, right?
Oh, yeah.
There were buckets full to help us build our buckets.
That's true. Thanks, Ranty.
Thank you, Ranty.
Much appreciated.
Hey!
Let me get real with you, chat, for a second.
It's getting real with us.
I'm a stereotypical guy's guy, aren't I? People think of me when they think of the rippling amount of testosterone that must be coursing through my veins, as evidenced by the fact that I don't have hair.
Thanks, Flower.
Did watch a hockey game.
We did go to a hockey game yesterday.
That's pretty...
I'm wearing the same shirt under this. Yeah.
But we don't want to ruin the illusion that you are nude underneath the jacket.
So when Elizabeth said, we're going to be doing a flower arranging workshop for her birthday, I will admit, I was enthusiastic about it, but I also thought, I'm really enthusiastic about this because it's going to be an opportunity to spend time with people I care about. The flowers will be extraneous to the process. They were not. Flower arranging is super fucking cool.
It was actually objectively quite fun.
It was really awesome.
I had a really good time.
And you know what? I'm really glad about that.
I'm so glad people had a good time. It was,
It was baller.
Yeah.
like I don't know what to tell you.
Yes.
It was like, oh, this is sweet.
Wasn't expecting it either. I was expecting to have fun. I mean, the thing is, we drove home after and we listened to Aqua the whole way home. Because there was a lot of Aqua playing.
Aquarium? That was the first album.
That album, yeah. I mean, I think it was mostly like a greatest hit situation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, is it time? Hey! Thanks, Zen.
Because I was like, oh no, I can't use RPGClinic suspense.
No, that's my favorite emote. I mean,
when we were at the hockey game, it was the Ottawa Charge versus the Montreal Victoire, and those of you who don't know, in Changeling River Wild, my character was a female hockey player in Ottawa. So I was like, am I watching my character? Am I supposed to cheer for the away team when I'm here for the home team? So therefore...
I think a lot of people would have been a little... well, I mean, no one's going to like... I feel like it must be a very strange experience to be cheering for the away team at a home game.
I also don't think there were almost any. We did see a couple who walked into the Five Guys, which had five guys behind the counter, by the way.
Really? Wowzers.
But afterwards, we saw two people with Ottawa Charge merch, and I was like, oh, sucks.
You're here.
But part of the problem is the Ottawa Charge's logo, not very good.
No, it's really not. A lot of the logos, like even this, like literally, this is an amazing logo. Then you put the fucking letters on it, and it's like, what are you doing? Amazing.
I don't.
It's actually
cool.
pretty baller.
It's a fucking diamond. It's a bird of like wings of victory.
I
It's
see
got
a
the
phoenix,
M for Montreal. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
The V for victory. You don't fucking need the words. You don't.
The words don't ruin it, but they definitely don't improve it.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Like it doesn't make the logo bad. It just isn't as good as if they had left it out.
But the Ottawa Charge is like an O leaning, sort of looks like a C, but an O. It's like almost
on fire. It looks like the Calgary.
That stinks.
Oh my god.
It stinks. It stinks. yes, Mr. Whatever his name is.
Well, this should be navy, but
everything's
assume this is navy. But because I chose the black shirt, they went with black.
That's good at least.
I will say though, just as fun. I had just as fun at that as any NHL game that I've attended.
Yeah. Nice.
So.
And for a fraction of the cost.
What a bargain!
What a bargain!
Genuinely.
There were only over 10,000 people who attended.
Yes.
Well, we'll go
That's great,
with
actually.
y'all if you ever want to go again.
They also had a contest, and the contest was the best sign.
Oh my god!
They had like this thing where you can make your own signs, and the sign that won says, "People don't watch women's sports, my ass."
And that one, I was like, it's not gonna win because it's got a swear word. No, it won.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
So as I know, no teeth. There weren't any real fights. Like there's some shoving and scuffling.
Our captain did get a penalty for an illegal body check.
Oh,
Because you're allowed to contact in the PWHL, but you're not allowed to flatten somebody. And she just literally just shoved her hand in another person's chest and was like, ugh. It's like, yeah, oh no.
That Douglas?
Yay.
Thank you, Sablica. Guys, the hype train. It's a coming.
Somebody took off a skate and went after somebody.
Yikes.
No.
Oh, that's
a
scary.
different
That's
sport.
very scary.
Wrong sport, John.
Oh, that's Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
yes.
I was thinking of
That stabbing sport
that
you watch so
skating-
much?
That's
Oh.
figure
Roller derby?
skater. That
Oh, God.
that-
Like Nancy
right,
Kerrigan.
yeah.
Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding.
That was a pipe to the knee.
Okay, then maybe it was a movie that I watched as a kid that was like about a skater who killed another skater with a skate.
Probably.
Happy Gilmore starts because he's a hockey player.
Right.
It starts with him saying, I'm the only person who's ever got a penalty for taking my skate off.
That's really stupid.
Dude, don't try this at home.
Unless you're dead, Douglas.
Yes.
It's good to know we've joined, John.
Yes,
Thank goodness.
Thank you, Gil.
that's very kind.
Fears. Love that.
Yes. There have been some
Yeah.
pretty nasty accidents.
Yes.
That have led to really cool advancements in fabric technology and stuff.
And safety.
Yeah, and safety. Yeah.
Which is why we have safety cards.
Oi.
That's right. Thanks for taking care of all that work for me, man. But I will not be reneging on my duties when it comes to safety. We have cards to facilitate maximum safety and maximum fun. Here's what they mean. The green card, aka the play card, means that I'm enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that is going on, even if my character appears otherwise I'm good to go. Yellow, aka pause card, means hold up, everybody. I need to make the table aware of something. And once I put the card down, the game can resume. Red card or a stop card means I'm not okay to continue. Because we're streaming, we'll probably go to a BRB screen and we'll discuss internally. We will only resume the game if everybody at the table says that that is good to go. You, audience at home, do not have cards, but you do have options, and here they be. You can whisper us at RPGClinic. So that means that the group of us will be able to see it. You can also message one of our moderators. Today we have Aragwen, and I think, do we also have Kung Fu Fenders?
I saw. Yeah.
I believe we have Aragwen and Kung Fu Fenders here in chat. They can pass along your feedback anonymously if you so choose. You can do this over Twitch or over Discord. And another option that's always available is to close the chat or leave the stream entirely. We'd be sad to see you go, but please prioritize your safety.
100%.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Requiem, for the gifted sub.
Yeah.
Fab.
Thanks for all this.
Yeah, thank you for all the subs, guys. Wild. Good stuff. Thank you, Liz.
How does it feel to be playing in an episode that's not named Endless Night?
Great.
I don't know what.
Honestly,
Why are we?
I do actually think I'm gonna be a little like, well, but I have to kill something. I have to keep killing in order to stay in.
So
Krynos.
you're in Krynos in your heart.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, my heart is
Your heart is in Krynos.
Krynos.
I think we also want to give a shout out to OSAB for the episode title suggestion.
Oh,
OSAB, who has just as much information as we do about what's going on. So
yeah.
you throw those tinfoil hats into the fire, or don't.
Please don't throw your tinfoil hats into a
Watch out
fire.
for errant sparks.
Oh, the train emotes.
Is that like a little?
Oh,
I thought it was
so cute.
I get them even if I wasn't in chat while they were.
I agree, Miss Stretch. Oh gosh.
Which does mean that I am compelled to ask if any of you are going to spend experience. I will say that after this session, you will be gaining renown. Won't be until at the end of the session, though. But 3, 2, 1.
As you can tell by my frantic flipping
Yeah.
the book, I was like, oh shit, I forgot. It's been so long.
We were playing Slay the Spire, and
Yeah, we had priorities. We just like
God damn it!
That Slay the Spire, you get a good group together, and damn, that
my
game sings.
Gosh, Rooney. No, Eric Wynn. That should be it. Oh, I see.
It's on my to-do list. Sorry.
Because I also the way that our decks are working right now, like all of us are doing absolute bonkers fucking damage.
Yeah, it's going great.
It was fun. It's good times.
There's a little bit of difference in that my deck kind of was like, well, I set it up, so it kind of just I play myself out in 2 cards and I'm done. And then Liz is stance dancing as the watcher.
Dancing.
So I'm playing like 30 cards per turn because I just keep gaining energy, drawing, playing cost 0 cards, and it just continues forever.
It's amazing.
And I finally started to pop off on my barricade build. I'm just like, well, I'm at maximum defense, 20 damage. Anyone else need defense?
Does anyone want to do anything?
Oh, I can poke it for 1 because I still have energy
But
left.
now you have multiple body slams.
It's true.
Love
This is
that.
so exciting.
I have balls.
You have your electric balls.
Whoa, Ranty. Excellent. Caught up. I love
Yeah.
that. 20 damage macros attack.
Holy
I
shite.
remember that. Probably, she says. Yeah, probably. I don't remember that one in particular, but
Well, none of you.
badass.
I think it was against green hair guy.
Oh, that guy. Fuck that guy. He's
That was wacky. That was a wacky encounter.
Yeah.
But none of you are spending any experience this time around. It's okay. It's fine.
with renown. Perhaps we will access another tier of great gifts.
Pretty sure you're already maxed
Yeah,
out.
we're already at
Fuck.
The tiers.
Oh no, we're at 8. I think you need 9 for something. Oh no, that's 9. I can do math.
Yeah. So I guess not. Oh well, that's fine.
So
That was kind of mid.
That was really mid.
It was only because they were badgers that they went down.
So the concept of your experience, you're just gonna have to take a look at it at some point.
Yes.
We're gonna have some time to deal with this. However, I am also gonna ask if you have any questions going into this, because I will say that we will be having a discussion. Whether it's today, depending on when the session ends, it will either be today, it might be at clinic hours. But we will be having a discussion because I had planned out what each character was doing and what your actions did to change their fates.
Nice.
And I do want to give you the opportunity to peek behind that particular curtain, because I also want to make sure that there isn't this assumption that, like, oh no, this character was always going to die. Ha ha ha. Aha. But yeah. So
I'm very curious and
Yeah.
can't wait to have that discussion.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think,
good times.
you made it very clear, and I think we all knew going in the stakes were very high, and that we had certain goals, and that to a certain extent, everybody who was participating they knew that the stakes were high, and I don't think we were like, well, we got to make sure to keep X alive at all costs. Like, no, there were bigger costs.
yeah, macros.
Right, exactly.
Keep macros alive at all costs.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep macros alive at all costs.
Sorry.
Step 2, build the cairn, question mark, profit. Oh, no. Bunnies.
But otherwise,
Yeah.
we can begin.
I guess my only, well, we'll probably answer this as we jump in, but we had left off with a few NPC question marks, some people we don't know the fate of as of yet.
Yep.
But we were still at the cairn of the Weathered Storm, recently rebuilt, and I guess I was curious if we were going to jump ahead in time at all.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you
Perfect.
will,
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
but not right away.
Buy muffins at Target.
I mean, if the budget is Project Twilight vans, definitely
Oh, yeah.
not.
Flip,
Tear.
yeet.
Destroy.
We should be selling those things for parts.
Oh,
It's an option.
Make a tiny profit.
Brains of the operator.
defend Gaia, and also optimize your profit.
I'll tear them to parts, and then you sell the parts.
Yay!
That's kind of what
Business.
glasswalkers do.
No. Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, do I like that though? I'll have to discuss it
More
with the
than
rest
one
of
way
my
to play
tribe.
Gaia. Or fate.
Wait,
Wait, hold on.
Gaia just comes out in a muscle shirt. It's like, what's up? Oh no!
John needs to die.
I have played all the Black Spiral Dancers so far.
It's true.
So far,
Shout out to the person on Blue Sky who said that John played the best Nosferatu they've ever seen.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah,
TY,
so they
Blue
tagged
Sky.
RPG Clinic's Blue Sky account, which I think I'm the only one who's bothered watching.
I was about to say, am I following it? Holy shit!
It's somewhere
balls.
in our chat. I can repost it. But yeah, they were like, this person plays the best Nosferatu I've ever seen. It's not even in a vampire game or something like that.
That's so lovely.
Yeah.
I am following.
Their favorite. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Naughty.
I re-boosted it. I'm not
Is
calling
that-
it. I'm not
I
calling it
reblued it.
SKEET.
You're not calling
I'm not
it a
doing
ski?
that.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
repost it.
I don't feel good about that either, actually. There's growing pains when you start something new, right? That's what's going on. Okay, but otherwise, I don't have any other questions. Used.
So, if you go by the modern definition of the tribes, the old definitions of the tribes, it would have absolutely been the Glasswalkers who would be the most likely to engage in the world of finance. Not exclusively, but as the thing is, in old Werewolf, only 2 tribes ever really spent significant time in cities, unless they were like in there to fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And that changed in 5th. One of the good changes, I think, in 5th, because it always made me a little uncomfortable that you're like, well, I want to set this game in a city.
I guess you have, a choice, essentially, of
Or I want to set this game in like a rural area. Oh, you wanted to play Glasswalker? Tough shit.
Doesn't feel good.
And like the Bonars and Glasswalkers were looked upon because they looked down upon because they lived in cities. Glasswalkers are still, there's a little bit of like, you deal a lot with the Weaver, and we're not sure that that's okay, but like, that's just not us. But according to the verbs, Glasswalkers research, build, hack, and repurpose.
Yeah.
So they're more likely to deal with like, oh, we've got things, we can resell them, or even like, we're going to try to build an empire. Whereas Bonars, of which Macris is one, their verbs are infiltrate, pilfer, eavesdrop, witness, surmise.
Those, I know, like, I didn't write any of those verbs down, but like they're one way that the book kind of allows. Bonars. It's one way that the system kind of like helps to get people interested in various tribes. Like, what do you want to do? Well, here's some active verbs that might help you decide that. And despite not having written them down, I do think that our characters have engaged in those verbs pretty consistently. I don't remember the Black Furies ones, but revenge, justice,
and
avenge is probably good. You ready?
we have to
Did we
play
put
the...
correct?
Yeah, let's
Oh, the recap.
Yes, I'm ready.
Sweet.
With the eruption imminent, the pack set to work building a channel for the lava with Goose's aid. A quartet of spiral dancers appeared and offered help in exchange for a promise of not being harmed, but were quickly dismissed. As the eruption began, 3 cries rang out: Goose at the rim, trouble at the cairn, and a fight to the south. Troyan and Macris fought off a trio of armored soldiers, while Dante rushed back to pick up the right, but not before fighting off 2 more heavies to save Brandon. This left the south in the hands of the northern guard, hopefully. Though dislodged by the lava flow, Troyan held on one-handed, supporting Goose as she diverted the flow with her wings. Back by the cairn, the spirals had sent badgers to dig another flow vent under the heart itself, but Macris and Apotheosis dove in and assured that the diggers would be buried in their own trap. Meanwhile, Dante took over the right, single-handed, sending out any conscious Guru to patrol and defend. Eventually, the pack reconvened, and with a little help from his friends, Dante managed to bring the right to a successful conclusion at dawn's break. But dusk was left unaccounted for, along with dew and sky.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good.
Noted and understood.
I'm glad we have these little talks.
How else are we gonna catch up?
Thanks for recap, Kate.
Thank you.
That's a tall ass drink. I'm a tall ass boy.
Fruit
And by tall ass, I mean
2-0.
not really. I am
Does that just say fruit to O?
Yeah.
fruit 2-0.
It's like H2O, but fruit 2O. Yeah.
Normally I take my off so that it doesn't look like I'm sponsored.
It's probably a good idea.
Are
Are you laughing because it sounds like? Oh, I see. I see.
Like, I don't know
It's
why.
instead of
I don't
hydrogen,
know why I find it so.
it's fruit.
Also, the 2 is in subscript so that
Yeah.
it looks like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
charming, I think.
I don't know. I don't know if I can sign off on it.
You know what, Liz?
You would
Thankfully,
if they
you
were
don't
going
have
to
to.
pay you to advertise for them.
You're right. Hey, Fruito.
I promise not to
I
laugh while I
promise
read
not
your
to
copy.
laugh. Yeah, hit us up for sponsorship opportunities.
Thanks.
Next time you're like literally 2 hours from now, your agent sends you an email. Hey, here's a spot to audition for.
That's weird. How do they?
I can do
Then
it.
another message the following day. Don't bother.
Actually, they've been watching your online online shenanigans.
Whoops.
Oh, God.
Okay.
We buy in to stories together. The four of us. Kind of our audience as well. There's an unwritten code that the stories that are going to be told on this channel, we have buy-in, and the audience has a limited effect on it, but it's not zero. And alongside that is the idea that not everything is going to turn out okay. Which, you know, there are games in which that definitely can be the truth, but oftentimes, no. You get happy endings, but they're not deliriously happy endings. They're not endings without consequence or without sadness involved. The idea that we are doing this together, and yet that there is an imbalance in terms of influence, is interesting to me. Because I could argue that the three of you, at times, have more influence than I do over where the story goes, what the resolutions are. But I have an imbalance because the world is so much bigger than the three of you. And so there are decisions that I've made. Some you'll discover today, some not for a while yet. Some of them may be the happy endings that you're looking for, and some might not. But the trick is that we all buy in. I want to remind you that you have your safety cards in front of you, and that if there is an answer to something that happened in this game that does indeed take away from your enjoyment of the game, that's what they're there for. Maybe you decided that things ended too cleanly, that everything is fine. And so therefore, that ruins your perception of a very, very tiring night. It might be that there is a character who suffered a fate that you just don't find fair in your own definition of cosmic justice. But it's about buy-in. All four of us. In the end, it doesn't matter which one of us has the most effect on the story. It matters of what story that we choose to make together. But it has been a very long night. Let's take a look at where you are. Troyan, Dante, you can heal your superficial willpower damage as you would normally.
I already did.
Troyan, did you act in the manner that your patron, Gorgon, would expect you to? Did you act gloriously?
I would say dangling over the edge of a volcano with a patron, with a Karen patron is pretty glorious.
Gorgon does indeed find this pretty sweet.
I know you didn't do it, but I'm imagining you just one-arming Goose up onto the... Like, I know that's not what happened, but, you know, just like... Stop putting Goose back onto the rim.
Hey, willpower then.
Oh,
Yeah, heal that shit.
Dante, you can heal your superficial physical damage as well.
Mwah.
Troyan and Macros, you'll have to find other ways to
Chris.
deal with it. To be fair, Macros has as many health levels as you do left.
Yeah.
Macros just looks better with scars.
At some appropriate time, I might move to use Mother's Touch on these guys. Because I would just have to... Because I would just have to score more than one success.
I will say that at this point now, it has been a whole night. You are going to have to start taking into account that you will take penalties to your rolls for as long as you remain awake.
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
You are likely physically exhausted and mentally exhausted, except for maybe Macros, whose stamina is 4, and therefore pretty high.
What I recall is that the downstreamers went back to downstream, with the exception of Zach, because he brought any percent, and Cleves,
Yeah, I think
unconscious,
they left
but alive.
before Zach arrived.
That's what I remember.
Percent's KO with us.
So he's here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just mostly either very tired people or KO'd people.
Yeah.
And we're down 3. Like there's 3 people who we do not know the fate of.
Yeah,
as of yet.
Sky, Dew, and
Dusk,
Dusk.
who presumably didn't fight, but we just
don't
don't know.
I will also point out that there are 2 injuries outstanding that go beyond what you can see here. Macros was cut by something, and we don't yet really know what the effect of that is. And Hana was also cut by something, and that's a mind spiral,
Right.
which I believe you have the information on what that does.
Yes, well, I have the information on what it was supposed to have done, which is deal superficial willpower damage every half hour, is what I recall. But I don't remember there being a limit to that. So I guess a full blood transfusion is in order, which I cannot
Alright,
do with the
Dante.
tools at my disposal. Here we go. Yeah, come on.
Wait, but then the poison in your knife goes into Hannah.
No, wait.
Poison in Hannah goes into... Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. This isn't good.
Yeah.
If things seem to be relatively taken care of here, I want relatively taken care of. No, before I do anything else, I want to speak to Zach. Before we do anything else, I just want to. He's got any percent and Cleves unconscious. Make sure that he knows that he's a good boy. It's a good job. Literally, I think I'm essentially falling into him in a hug. Dante's also pretty fucked up.
So he's definitely has a bit of a 1,000-yard stare going on.
There are many of us here, Zach, who haven't experienced anything like last night before. Anything like it. I can only imagine someone who's only had their first change recently going through something like this. You acted with fucking honor. Good job.
I don't know if I feel like I did. I didn't stay.
You got us back up. That was crucial.
It doesn't feel good.
We might all be dead when you came back. If you hadn't gone for help. You might have died with us.
I did what Dusk told me to do.
You picked result over standing.
I just don't know if that's enough.
How could it not be enough? How could it not be enough? The cairn is safe and will be stronger than it's ever been. How could that not be enough, Zach?
He's looking at his hands. Now, his hands have how you can get sort of abrasions and very slight burns from holding on to something that's rubber that's shaking a lot like a motorbike or whatever. So he has that, but he has no other injuries. There's no markings. There's the dust of travel on his face. There's the fact that he had to lug people over long distances. But there's no signs of battle. There's no signs that he took any injury.
Our worth isn't measured by our scars, no matter what some people tell you.
It's the only worth that matters.
No, that's not true. Scars are a measure of how much you have suffered over your life. That's not the same as your value.
Gorgon honors glory. But you did not choose Gorgon.
We are all supposed to honor glory.
Of course. But that isn't your only guiding light. It isn't any of our only guiding light. Train is wise. Train is honorable. And glorious.
Ryan does not comment on the fact that she stabbed an opponent in the back. She keeps that little tidbit to herself. We won.
Sure. I know that.
I don't think you do. We won because of your actions.
There were hours where I did nothing but run. And run back.
You weren't fleeing. You had a purpose.
You were striding.
So that kind of, there's a little bit of,
I wouldn't say ooh there.
he's still... No, I don't think you roll your winsight. Screw that. Use your damn dice.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Winnie Winside.
Insight.
It's going to be the new motto, I think, Eric Quinn. And Splooey, yeah. It's going to be our new motto, I think, of the game.
4.
He's still not used to being a silent strider. He literally became one just before this.
Yeah.
So while he knows that Owl watches over him now, while he understands that Owl values wisdom, and while he understands that part of his job is to act as a messenger even in times of war, there's some survivor's guilt around him.
Yeah.
Even though it's not clear that anybody may have died. I look, I managed to recover a couple of people. Who's left?
There are many survivors.
No, who hasn't been accounted for? Who are we missing?
The fate of Sky is unknown. She's in the Umbra. Dante does not say how long she has been in the Umbra, and therefore how absolutely devastated she probably is, but he'll leave that open.
To be fair, you also don't know if she's still in the Umbra.
That's correct. Yes, that's true.
They got out and she's like having a tea party.
Troyan
We're all mad here.
steals a quick glance at Macros to see.
She's looking off.
Into the sky. Yeah.
to
Okay.
the Umbra.
Oh,
Okay.
Into the forest.
into the forest.
Right.
Into the woods and out of the woods and home before dark.
We have not seen. Do song beyond something or other.
Do and the
Song from Beyond. We have not seen Do Song from Beyond in some time. And of course there is Dusk as well. But I don't believe she was necessarily in harm's way.
She was here. Not here. He indicates the cairn around. She was fighting. We knew that was important. We discussed it.
But if she didn't start here, perhaps she didn't return here after. Isn't she like banished or whatever?
Yep.
Did the two of you discuss a plan? Were you going to reconvene afterwards? She told you to go and get help.
So I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
She was never banished.
Yeah.
She was given a deed
Right
name
of shame.
to ridicule her,
Okay,
and
right.
she is carrying a right of shame. So she's her renown is effectively lower than it should be.
Yeah.
And she has her deed name listens to her heart instead of Flight Above Flames currently, which people are encouraged to use until she has earned the right to drop it. Or maybe she'll embrace it.
Yeah.
But no, she's not banished.
Banished. Yeah. She's just
But we certainly haven't seen her. I mean,
No.
to my knowledge, anyway.
like the self-inflicted form of banished.
Right.
I'm sure there's a word in the English language for it. Some other language, but
Oh, no doubt.
Did you talk to her? Was there a plan in place?
She just told me that she wasn't going to let this go alone. Said that I could head, if it looked like there needed to be more people, I could head down south.
Macros lays a hand on the back of his shirt, pulls him into a hug.
Oh.
You did good, kid. Even if it doesn't feel good.
Now you start, like he's shaking. He's finally letting himself cry, so he's just crying like directly into your shirt.
Mixed with like dust and dirt and blood.
Nice. That's the werewolf way.
That's it.
Well, I'm going to search the mountain and see if I can find her.
As you say that, there is a very distinct clomping of boots coming up, and an engine that clearly has been very well tuned and very well cared for, but still precisely tuned so that it would give that sort of deep choke growl of a motorcycle that has no place being on a
National
idyllic
park,
Yeah.
whatever. Not quite a national park, but whatever.
Yeah.
Go. Wait, that's a chainsaw. Hold on.
Hang on a second. Perfect.
And then this brick shithouse of a man
Oh my god.
just gets down from a bicycle and approaches. He's got very neatly trimmed blonde hair on his face and on his head, just looking as if like he basically took one of those blades, set it to one, and just
Yeah. Nice.
Motorcycle. Not
Yeah.
bicycle.
motorcycle. Yeah, sorry.
The loudest bicycle I've ever heard in my life.
Technically, it's a bicycle. There's two.
There's two wheels, yeah.
Just leather everywhere, and it looks like it's been scored in a few places. He's definitely seen some action, and there's even a couple of holes, very tiny ones in a few places, but he has the same kind of bearing as somebody who has definitely been military at some point, whether genuinely or has just done the training. But like you could probably make sure that a wall was level just based on how he's standing and then stacking him up next to it.
Incredible.
Everyone all right here?
Like Dante's looking this guy up and down, for sure. Northern Guard?
Are you still sitting?
No, I will stand. And I'm not trying to...
Who is still sitting, I should ask?
Dante's not trying to be aggro, but he's definitely he's gonna walk up to this guy to be like, you can't push us around.
Yeah. So he easily stands 6'6".
Thanks. Okay. So Dante is like, hey,
If Macros is either standing or sitting based on whatever Zach was doing. So.
Oh, Zach does not recognize what's going on.
Yeah. So she's like turning in a way that like she's got an arm around Zach,
Yeah.
but like eyes
This
on
man
this guy.
looks down, and there's this odd kind of mixture of respect and like, I'm gonna leave this kid alone. I don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of emotion, and that's not what I'm here for. Should have called earlier.
we called as soon as we could.
Should have been earlier. You're lucky we're fast.
Sorry, do we know you?
Yes, you should. And he extends just this mitt. Road Nash.
RHODE?
OROAD-GNASH.
So good. That's so good.
Raggy Silverfang.
Right.
Are you shaking his hand?
Yeah. I mean,
Are you doing like a machismo strength thing with him, or are you just doing it normally?
I don't like. Okay, I want to say this on the record. I don't like toxic masculinity. However, the opinions expressed by members of RPG Clinic do not necessarily reflect. Dante does feel in this moment like, how dare you fucking walk in here and try to go, man up all over me, sir. Thank you very
Dante
much.
whips out his dick.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you? Yes, I think there is definitely a sense of like, don't fuck with us.
So
To his handshake.
He does not. So your squeeze is a bit stronger than his. It doesn't look like he's trying.
Of course not. Of course he isn't. Oh, because then you could kill me without a thought. Good. That's what I like to hear. Road Nash. I'm Dante. Troyan, Macros, Zach. He also motions to the like various
I heard of you.
dead people.
I had somebody accompany me on the way back. Is he gonna be all right?
Yeah.
He's a tough kid. There aren't a lot of people who would wander in and just demand things of us.
Took a lot of guts.
Doesn't look like his balls have even dropped yet.
Figuratively speaking, they'll be big when they do.
I want to.
Macros is fine with this, but Kate is.
Yeah, I want to go for one of these, but I don't. It doesn't feel. It's getting weird. Anyway.
Try and checks her flask to see if there's anything left. Shit.
Small
He came and he said that a cairn was in danger. We had the manpower. We came by. Call it the second favor we've paid for this place.
We're glad We're glad you were here. We needed all the help we could get. Multiple attacks on multiple fronts.
Casualties?
None confirmed.
Yes.
Couple MIA.
Nothing a few nights won't fix. We mostly covered.
It's lucky.
You were fighting an enemy on 3 fronts.
At least.
How many did you piss off? There's like a little bit of like respect.
Yeah, sure.
Like there's like nice.
Nice.
This place has been a rat's nest. For a while. We're entangling it.
And as our Right Master correctly pointed out, This kind of thing brings them out of the woodwork. Just glad we got it done.
I can't decide whether you were doing this because it was important or because you're careless.
It was the right time and it was the right thing to do.
Your right master was glory hounding. Do you think that she was prepared?
Yeah, she was prepared.
Because she taught you. Listen, you saved people today. You saved a lot of effort and time. That's appreciated. You're sitting next to a hive.
That's the next target.
No. No, the next target is yourselves. Get fixed up.
Roadnash, you're not going in there without us, are you? You wouldn't dream of doing something like that.
Not my monkeys. Not my circus.
Good.
You don't think we have our own problems?
I was just about to ask.
Come pay us a visit sometime. We could use a little tit for tat.
Sounds like we owe you.
I think you do. At the same time, and then he looks again at... he's starting to cry himself out at this point.
Oh.
That one's one to watch. We're happy to help. We are happy to help.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, we're glad you did.
Your other cairn was protected.
There's a hint in Dante's expression of like, well,
Yes, it was.
Good.
we're gonna rest, we're gonna rebuild, we're gonna make sure what we know where our missing are. And we're gonna take care of business.
It's kind of a shame we didn't have more time to prepare. We could have channeled the lava straight to the hive.
That would have been badass.
You want 2 cents of advice and a $5 sack?
I'll take the 2 cents, yeah. Why am I paying so much for a sack? Sorry. Go.
This one was telling us about how you managed to unite a couple of warring families. Real Romeo and Juliet shit.
I mean,
Doesn't mean that you're an army yet.
Well, it didn't take a murder-suicide, so we're at least winning on some front.
You lack discipline. And by you, I should make it clear.
You.
He's looking out over like the various like
people just like, wow, my body.
oh god. I think I can put it back in.
We do look a little silly.
Double suicide. Marcus would get it wrong anyway.
Well, that's fine. It works.
There were some murders.
As well, yeah.
Yeah.
I am Fortune's fool.
Anyway.
You're doing right to set things up. But before you start trying to take on the big things, you have to walk in step. You think we ride in formation because it looks cool? And then from behind there's this one like so there's a woman who's standing a bit behind. She has her own bike. She stands like 4'8". And
What? Who's this?
she's got hair that's like perfectly straight and cropped like zzz, zzz. And she goes, "Yeah, we do look cool." And there's just this one moment where there's
New character alert.
You go down into New England. You look for us. You ask for Norman. And I'll find you. Thanks for giving us some stuff to kill.
Thanks for coming up here to kill something.
And he turns. And then he looks at the woman who piped up.
Mm-hmm.
Gather them up. We're rolling out. Gotta make it to the border before it gets too crowded. Hey. Can I talk to him for a second?
Macros looks,
So-
checks in with Zach.
Zach's chin just very deliberately just sticks out. And
buddy.
his face now has
Yeah, so she
smeared.
pulls him away from her body and then really roughly just gives him a quick little wipe down and then pushes him towards the towards Road Dash.
Scout for a college or something.
Keep the helmet. And then he leaves. That's all he had to say to him.
Incredible.
Told you were to fuck up.
You hear that same cacophony of bikes starting up, and then
Macro sits.
So did he just come here to berate us with things that we already know?
I'm not sure I knew that we needed discipline. I don't know if that's true. Not the way he talks about it, anyway.
Synchronized swimming.
It isn't, but I wish it was. Synchronized swimming stream.
This is after they've biked away.
Yeah. I don't want them to.
She's-
you just
they
hear
just
the
did us a
voice.
big favor.
Oh fuck, guys, run!
You thoroughly bit her tongue.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did good. Thank you for help.
god. Oh my god. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Run! What did you say?
God damn it.
Abandoned care.
It was Hannah. Run!
It's almost had 1,000 years. I have 1,000 eyes now.
Oh my god. I think he wanted to check in. That's just his way of doing it.
It was a shit way of doing it.
Yeah, well, not everyone can be perfect at everything. They have a way. That's not ours, and I don't.
That's what we do.
That is true too.
We immediately go, no.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay.
Can
Right.
you piss us off?
Oh, tick tick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
He's also Silverfang, by the way, which means that he would. That does imply a certain.
It's like a
amount of
leadership
superiority. Yeah.
right thing, right? Yeah. Leadership. You know what I mean?
So-
superiority is fair. Yeah.
Guru society is inherently tribal, and where tribes exist, leaders emerge. For werewolves, the mantle of leadership was long ago claimed by the Silverfangs, who were as close to a noble lineage as Guru culture produces. Theirs is a legacy of aristocracy, decisiveness, and as grudging as other tribes are to admit it, a unification in dire circumstances.
Okay.
Their verbs are motivate, lead, rally, and inspire.
Right. Cleves also famously.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And
Became.
we're pretty begrudging with him too. So you know what? That's all tries.
But Cleves is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unconscious, presumably, or.
But he is here.
He is here.
My motorcycle drawing not look like a bicycle, so it's a bicycle.
Okay. It's now bike.
Okay.
Where is it?
That scribble. Oh my goodness. It means something to me.
It's so small.
Yeah.
Troy, and I don't think it's a bad idea to go out and search, but not for long.
No,
we have to rest.
I can.
I won't go out for long.
We need to set a time limit, is all.
If there's someone else, her
help.
or do. Yeah, I just need to. If someone fought on our side, yeah, and then she just started.
Oh, okay.
started talking clearly. befuddled.
Macros isn't going to stop her, but she is going to sit down, cross her legs, and activate 1,000 eyes. Maybe to look over Troyan, maybe to look in Troy instead, but
I like the idea that she's just going to warg Troy.
Yeah.
This counts, doesn't it?
Because also, it's a big fucking mountain.
It's
Yeah.
huge. Oh yeah, she's just walking around in big circles.
Yeah.
I think she just needs a walk. I think is what's happening here.
That's Macros' interpretation. It's like, yes, she wants, like, Troyan wants to go find people, and that is a good plan. Also, she just needs to fucking walk. I think.
Walk around
Yeah.
face to face.
The big power.
Yeah, just straight up cost of willpower
Yeah.
to use.
And that I have. Except I have to be in a form.
Oh.
Never
Whoop,
mind.
rip.
For now, I'm not gonna.
Macros
If
quickly.
Troyan doesn't come back,
You are looking specifically for people.
I don't activate it because I have to be in a guru form and I only have one rage. So if Troyan doesn't come back in a reasonable amount of time, I will activate
I
it.
could write a rage and then we could do the thing.
Yeah,
right? Like I think that
but
might
like,
be.
I'll let Troyan do this. So
All right, Troyan.
Hello. Oh god, I'm not great at looking, but
I'm just great looking.
I'm great looking.
So this will be a wits survival. I see that you are still in Glabro. Do you want to remain?
This whole time.
Did we say I changed back?
You can if you want.
I think so. It's not like it would help me with this.
Glabro. So Glabro, as a form, is not so suspicious as humans will be like. They'll definitely be like, she big. I should. But it isn't like, holy shit, clearly supernatural. It's just more like, oh fuck, she's built and
Yeah. I seem to recall it was like if it was dark enough, you're human passing, essentially.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. Cool. But yeah. if you
I
want
guess
to-
in case I come across something bad, it wouldn't hurt to stay as Glabro. It doesn't help me with this roll regardless.
No.
2 successes.
So in searching around, there's you do find one of the pitfalls. It would seem that these were carved in a lot of haste. They're not particularly well made. They were really just meant to be more like scare and shock tactics. Like one person would fall for it, but then after that, it would probably be like just more to slow people down. There's a few stakes lower down in it, but nothing that was really going to do a whole lot to slow a guru down.
She'd like to disable it as well as she can to avoid injury to humans.
Yeah, so basically you remove the top and then you knock the stakes down, so it's just like a hole. The hole definitely looks like it was probably dug by supernatural means, by the way.
She does that. Proceeds on to see if she finds anything else. If she does not, she will return.
It's a big mountain, a lot of people here. And also, somebody who's unconscious and found by mortal authorities
Yeah.
maybe just be taken away. And if they fell to Homid form, that's one thing. Falling in lupus form is another.
Shit.
True.
I will point out that the 3 who you are looking for were wolf-born. That doesn't mean that they would fall.
But
But if they find it injured wolf, they take them to the
Park
Eco
Omega.
Center or Park Omega. I don't know where Park Omega is.
It's about
Or
an hour
euthanize
away near
it.
Montebello.
yeah, I would hope not, but possibly.
But it's not. They wouldn't euthanize it with silver.
Liz will not let that happen. So let's tear this city apart. Save the wolfies. So she comes back and will return to Hamid now.
Any word from downstream?
I mean,
So at the end of last session, if you'll recall, they left to return to their cairn.
Yeah.
I would.
Just looking for confirmation that all is well. 'cause
Yeah, I want to.
I would have probably been like, call me if you need backup, sort of thing.
And I'll shoot a text over to Apotheosis to be answered when she can, essentially, is downstream okay? Security systems in place? Question mark.
Do you tell her who's missing? Remember, 2 of them are her siblings.
I mean, I'm gonna say in that same text, we still have people MIA. People.
The answer comes back that the cairn seems to be in perfect working order.
Okay. That's good.
Code 907 did his job.
Excellent.
New number? Or misspoke?
902.
Okay.
Oh, the security guy.
Nope.
Security man.
I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, wait, let's confirm.
I mean, I don't know. It would have been up to Scott if
I don't remember if I had.
he wanted to alter his number.
I don't think because it was to honor his memory, right? So
You have to look at
that's the sound that plays when you go in now. Every fucking time. Oh god.
There are school buses, sorry for the sidebar, but there are school buses in the city that now play that sound on fucking loop when they're going under a certain speed.
Oh.
And I have no idea how those bus drivers are not going insane, because it's literally, initially I thought it was only like when they had their little gate out, but I've seen them driving and it's just constantly do do do.
Yeah, you can hear them from here.
Do. And I'm like,
And is that like outside of the
it's
bus?
like a
you mean, right?
sound to alert people that there is a school bus,
Yeah, but
which
that
is
is-
good, but like, I feel like there's some middle ground that wouldn't be. At first, I thought I was going crazy because it's the sound that the metro makes.
Yeah.
And I was not near a metro. But yeah,
Oh, what? That was wild.
it's it's bad. I don't understand.
Dante would like to take his pack and investigate the heart of the cairn. To look in on it, to see how it is. You know, the usual sort of thing.
Goose went back there? Question mark.
We don't know.
I put her down and she waddled off. So I think she probably went to I think she said she was going to the heart.
That's an understanding.
That's what I would want to do next.
Okay.
And I would want to bring these to you.
Wait. And Juan like sits up
Yeah.
again. Juan is still mobile. You mothers.
That's
touched
right.
her.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
where is Sky?
She went into the Umbra with me. Stag took her as per our
You let
deal.
him take her tonight of all nights. Even then, there's still just like the acknowledgement that,
Yeah.
like, of course you did. You had to.
And I'm not apologizing. Yeah, like Dante is not apologizing for this. I'm not happy about it.
We've got to find her before we start trying anything else. Don't we?
Of course. She's still the leader.
I don't know how this works out anymore. The hierarchy. You literally held our guardian. I just don't know anymore. I don't know what the etiquette is here.
We're gonna have to all figure it out together.
A deal was struck. A deal was struck with a powerful spirit. She agreed to go with him. So if we are going to get her back, we have to be careful that it's still understood that the deal was met. Otherwise, he'll be very, very angry, and he already has plenty of reasons to be angry with
Where
us.
the fuck's the head?
The head. What head?
Alice's.
I don't know.
Who put it on ice? Was it Sky? I mean, metaphorically on ice. It should be. Well, maybe not actually.
Chris would, because she would have taken note of who the fuck she left it with. Kate
Probably
Moss.
Sky, honestly. right? Like that would probably, I assume.
Yeah.
That's
You hear another cry out. Hannah, who's on the ground next to the ritual circle, is definitely not okay. You can see that she's got darkened veins that are starting to appear, crawling up her face.
oh my god. Okay. So I examined her once quickly to sort of determine that she was cut by a mind spiral and what that did.
Yep.
Can I make a slightly more thorough examination now to try to figure out if there's anything I can do for her?
Sure. Who amongst you has the best medicine?
Troyan.
3.
It's Troyan.
And Troyan should probably be the one to look at it. You've done your evaluation. You know that it was an eldritch blade. But
So I would assume that Dante explains a bit of this as you ask him. Like, oh.
Is it intelligence medicine?
yes.
I don't feel any dumber than usual. But I got cut by something that didn't do anything. But should have.
Didn't do anything.
3.
There's poison in her blood. It's not just the effects that you indicate, which incapacitated her spirit, her will. There is a physical component to it as well. And it's going to eventually kill her if it isn't purged.
Shit.
Now, it has to be a pretty serious fucking poison to be able to kill a guru. They don't typically go down to poison very easily. Unless it's Wolfsbane.
Dead without spiritual help.
Did you?
That's the note I took.
Sorry, repeat that, please.
Dead, full egg, equals incap equals dead without spiritual help. So,
Right.
yeah.
And Macros, you're feeling you were cut, but not necessarily by the same thing.
I mean, unless she looks really fucked up and I don't feel any of that. So, they're like, instead of mind spirals, or they're like hurt spirals or something.
I mean, there's practically infinite poisons.
I know a few antidotes, but nothing strong enough for this.
Well, you can also ask to be examined as well, but there's a patient who seems to be
Yeah.
triage-wise.
Oh, yeah. This is more like to Dante over Troyan's head while he's trying to work.
Is this poison? This is a silly question. Sorry. Is this toxological or is it spiritual in nature?
It would have to be a talon of some sort.
Okay.
Otherwise, the poison would not be able to take effect over this period of time.
Right. Okay.
But it has a physical effect.
Right.
So currently,
That's too bad.
Hannah has a physical and a mental effect being applied to her. If either of them reduce her to egg and then are left untreated, it has the potential to kill her. They were not taking any chances with the right master.
No, of course.
Of course not.
The right thing to do.
And then for my recollection, does a talon...
It's used once and then goes away.
It's used once and goes away, right? It's not like it's linked to something that if it's physically destroyed, then that...
It's not a Horcrux.
It's not a Horcrux.
So
Okay,
a
great.
talisman is something that can be reused.
Maybe that's what I'm
A
thinking.
talon, T-A-L-E-N, is
Right.
something that can
Like
be used
a-
once.
Mini one.
That's a T-A-L-O-N. Talon.
No, but I'm saying a mini size.
Yeah.
version.
Oh, sorry. I was like, not like a.
Not like Dr. Alan Grant's
Yeah.
whatever thing, yeah. I was thinking about the rite of abjuration, which cleanses a person, but of
The
spiritual
thing is, this
possession.
is spiritual.
It is.
nature, so that might help.
Potentially, okay. Yeah. That might be something to do.
I mean, there's shit on the mountain. I could try foraging and experimenting with antidotes, but we don't really have a lot of time for that.
Absolutely not. We need to try to get this out of her as fast as we can.
You say you need spiritual help.
Do we take her with us to the Umbra?
Macros stands up and starts gathering various scraps, bits, remnants from the ritual, perhaps some of the retying some of those sticks that Goose had us build to divert the flow and stuff, and so she's going to perform the rite of Shadow Passage because she learned it from Dante.
I love that. Before you go, perhaps if we all work together, we can free her of the spiritual portion of this possession before it kills her.
Isn't that why I'm going?
Um,
you know more about this than I do.
Dante sort of like recollects the when they purged the spiritual possession of the two
Oh yeah, those
guys.
two guys. Yeah.
the two guys
By the lake, by the pond, by the casino. Yeah.
That's right. If it can be cleansed, it will leave Sight of Seven damaged in this physical form. Is she awake?
Yes, but in no condition to talk.
Okay.
So we have to heal her wounds, to heal her spiritual damage, to heal her wounds, to heal her spirit.
I just need to know if trying this is something that she would want.
I don't think she'd want to lose to the madness.
Very caustic. She doesn't have a choice. Comes from Slade, who is not in any condition to move either, but
Yeah.
can you save her life?
I can try.
Will it mess her up?
Yeah.
Then you save her life. Because it's either that or you let her die. One or the other.
Alright, so you've
And
got
then-
something that'll clear her. Then I don't have to go into the Umbra to find a spirit to come back to help.
Not yet.
Cool.
But help me with this.
We can't risk having you go into the Umbra. We kind of need you here now. You see how many we are?
Train's still up.
Trains takes another swig out of the second flask.
Yeah, she whips out the thoughts.
experiment kicks ass.
Just pour it on the wound. That always works in the movies.
If you need to go, then leave her behind. We can't spare all of you.
Dante's going to gather Troyan and Macris and attempt to perform a rite of abjuration to try to essentially purify Sight of Seven of the spiritual portion of the possession.
Interesting.
The methodology, John, is again sort of we're trying to reuse some of the iconography from the Rite of Cairn building, which is what she was doing at the time. I'm kind of also taking in the sort of like the poison moving up her veins and sort of drawing like almost branches leading away from her, kind of as paths. That's my visual for you.
Another glasswalker would have rolled up a whiteboard and been like, differential diagnosis, everyone.
Basically, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead and roll. You two can participate. You don't know this right, but you can participate with
I
your
would like
rage
to
die.
assist,
I
please.
assist.
Excellent. Thank you. Honor.
Macris hands off the stuff she was gathering. She's like, here you go.
Thank you. We will potentially need that if this, goes to hell.
Nothing ever goes to hell in my games.
I don't think we have ever gone specifically to hell. Well, there was that one time with Fiddy Dirge where we kind of went into the darkness. I don't remember. I feel like we ended up in the dark.
Can you see my dice from there? Can you see
Holy
those?
crap.
Is that
So your difficulty is 5.
I rolled 11 successes, which I'm like actually really
Okay, I'm sorry,
shocked.
what?
There are 4 10s in this roll.
How many dice did you roll?
I rolled a pool of 9 dice,
Okay.
which is pretty good in and of itself. But yeah, there's 4 10s, and I
Yep.
did not re-roll this. That's
amazing.
8, if I'm not mistaken. 9, 10, 11.
This is years and years of dice luck.
Yeah.
like all at once.
No.
And you're wasting it on
Hannah? Her?
The evil question mark.
Oh no!
Might die
Betray
anyway.
me in my sleep. Yeah, actually, super fair. Look,
thanks for nothing.
no, just my luck.
How many tinfoil hats am I wearing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. As the rite continues,
Set up right.
You can see just this black ichor pour out of her mouth for a moment, and then nothing. I'm going to still allow you to keep your 3 medicine successes, Troyan.
Yeah.
And you can tell that now she's not going to get worse. Her blood still has poison in it. She will either need medical attention before she can basically not be in constant pain, or you're going to have to wait until she regains the wolf, which she has lost.
Right.
And then have her swap to an alternate stance and try to last long enough to regenerate it, which could take a very long time. It might be worth it to get her to medical attention. Yeah. Thankfully, the blood poisoning that she does have is something that can happen. It's not an unknown, like, what is this weird spiritual disease? You have to remain here for questioning. But
I mean, there will still be questions, like, who is this woman and why did you blow up her car?
calling an ambulance
can't
for
be
somebody
linked
and
to
being like, yeah, here's somebody who's hurt,
Oh my god, something's wrong with her.
go, and then you just don't go with them. I mean, that's still... A first aid person doesn't have to, like...
Hey, where do you think you're going? Yeah.
They don't have to be like, well, I guess I'm responsible for you now.
I was going for a jog on the mountain. I found this random lady.
Going for a jog
We're in a runner's club, yeah.
during an eruption.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second.
I thought it was a spiritual eruption, right?
No. No, the mountain actually
I like
erupted.
check
It
the
is
local
fucked up.
news.
That's
Like I'm like, oh well,
absolutely-
it's morning. It may as well check the.
The mountain will be swarmed soon with
Normies.
If Troyan has her packmate's blessing, she will just call an ambulance and say that she'll meet them at the parking lot.
My recommendation is to take her off the mountain. The mountain will be closed because of an eruption.
The volcano.
So
I mean, I'm also fine to speed ahead time and say she drives her to the hospital and meets them somewhere else too. Whatever's easiest.
yeah, it's just literally where the camera here. Map.
Do the map.
Let's go to the volcano.
Whatever is easiest
So-
to snap her out of existence.
Yeah.
See right here?
Yes.
That's where the cairn is.
Yeah.
Just putting her there
The
puts her
university or
in
whatever.
the city streets. So then that's an easy way to take care of it.
She runs her to the city streets and it makes her way back at an appropriate time.
Something that either of you are taking care of?
Juan and Slade and anyway, there's a few other people here.
Guy, Brandon, Cleves.
Most people. Most group.
I think I'm going to go to Jennifer Slade to sort of ask the.
Slade would be like the ranking guru at the moment.
But do I respect her?
Well, that's another question entirely, isn't it?
I do. Actually, after the events of last night, I don't think I disrespect anybody. Anyway, I think I would go to Slade. Maybe while Troyan stepped away briefly. You know, there's going to be people all over real soon.
Not here.
Good. That's what I want to hear. That it's still protected.
She looks around at like the ice that has formed. The crystal formations. There's still power here. They'll steer clear of the cairn and we'll make sure that Juan directs them elsewhere if they get too close.
Good. I've never participated in a rite of cairn building before. I don't know how quickly the power will return. Or
It's here. It's already here. The question is how to use it. And that takes time. That's more your domain than mine.
do I have your blessing to go into the heart?
Why?
I want to see it.
There's definitely a moment of hesitation, and you can tell though that there isn't like anger. Actually, no. Roll me your wisdom.
Yeah, sure. This should fail nicely, I'm sure.
Fucking dice.
Use your fucking dice. Whoops. I don't have that much insight. Yeah. brutal. It's brutal.
Oh my god.
I also
She
got a
flirting with
success.
She's offended by your request. This is why she isn't saying anything.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not your cairn. You defended it. Sky will have the right to give you free access once again. Until then, the ranking theurge is gone. It's just you.
Maybe after all she did, Goose will want to speak to Sight of Seven again.
It's possible. I hope so.
Did they say it at the same time? Oh! Oh!
Amazing.
Are they gonna smooch?
No.
No, gross. No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Stop copying me. They both slapped me.
Yeah,
Stop copying me.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Wham.
Find Sky. Just find Sky.
We will when we can.
Then the heart will wait.
Okay, yeah.
Hey. I wish I could give you the permission that you're asking for. You deserve it. But until I find out whether or not I'm the one in charge here, I can't give it to you, okay?
No, I
Sorry, the direct soda's amazing.
love it. Perfect. What did we learn today? No, I get it.
I was watching you. You're not some Weaver-addled fuck-up. You came through for us. Again. You should be part of this, Karen.
This is a good look on you, Slade.
Don't get used to it.
I wouldn't dare.
Because it might be my Karen. Now. Find Sky. Please.
We're gonna try. At least I know who saw her last.
I have to sleep.
Yeah.
I can't stay awake. Can you just... I need a doctor.
You can't leave this place, but I can make sure that Troyan sees you.
Yeah,
yes,
that's the
yes,
point.
Okay.
Get her over here. Fuck.
Oh my god. He walks away.
Brutal.
I don't want to, Gil. I don't want to.
I got him. Okay. Oh no.
As Troyan is returning to the cairn, Dante walks past her and just jerks a thumb over his shoulder at Slade. She wants to see you. Oh, she refilled it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The EMTs had a keg.
Wow.
Zach, by the way, is just sticking next to Macros.
Yeah.
He ain't going anywhere else.
Macros would be, I assume they have like a water tower type thing, like water kegs or whatever to whatever. I mean, so she's making sure to like hydrate people that are injured and like try to get them slightly more comfortable and stuff. Tending to the wounded. Keep busy.
He was trying to... He's trying to help the civilians, by the way. Keeping them safe. Distracting, trying to hold it.
Cleus?
Both of them. Any percent and Cleves. They were trying to make themselves targets so that the enemy forces would go after them instead of anyone else. They were doing a pretty good job of it too, as far as I know. They survived.
We gave a fuck. The rest of us were too focused on our own shit.
Any percent still conscious when I found him.
Dropped him. Thought quick, used him as a human shield against a pew-pew.
He protected me.
I get it. He's the best of us.
No.
I get it. I shouldn't be caring about someone else right now.
What?
Oh no.
Brutal.
Those that aren't
There's just
here.
this moment of clearly I don't understand what's going on. Who?
People that aren't here. I should care about those who are here, who fought, who are here, who are here.
Why don't we look? We can look. We can look for more. They're safe here now.
We need it here
Oh.
because I am up. We need to give these people time to recover so that they can defend.
Then I'll look.
Torin already went and looked.
You're better at looking than she is. Hey, could you do me that favor? I've asked a lot. Could you look? I'll stay here. I can hand out water. I know how to do that.
Just punch me in the face or something. And she sits and crosses her eyes and...
If you don't look, I don't think I'll ever forgive you.
Nice try, kid.
And then he rears back and just, because he's still in Glabro, by the way,
Oh shit.
and just cracks you.
Ah, yoy.
Right,
You!
right.
Macros is instantly incapped.
No, wait. Can you imagine?
Where would he hit her? I think it's gonna be in the gut.
Left.
I think he just.
Jesus,
Zach, what the hell? Yes.
oh my god! They left Jubino.
No, right in the gut. Just absolutely cracks you directly in there.
Superficial?
Yeah.
Lag. Oh, just
Fuck you.
His attempt at psychological warfare, completely dismisses. I guess I get.
Well, this is what I got. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
So we're making a rage check.
And he steals your water jug and starts doing that for other people, leaving you alone.
Ooh, I keep my rage. Nice.
What are you trying to use?
I'm just choosing which form I switch into.
In order to use some Thousand Eyes or whatever it's called.
I guess I'll do
Kratos.
because then I'll run. Then I'll run faster if I need to run fast. So then I'm gonna use Thousand Eyes.
Okay.
So he'll have to punch me again if trouble shows up and I'm warded out.
Well, no, Thousand Eyes costs willpower.
Yeah. But to wake me up is my implication. So that's why I initially said you'll have to punch me.
Inside?
Oh. It's a
He
good
just has to call your name. Beatrice!
that's not nearly as dramatic.
Oh, it's so cute. Mattress.
What's the water?
Water.
While she's making this roll, does anybody need a break?
I'll go refill my drink.
Take some water as well. Yeah. Shoot.
shifts and uses cute woodland creatures to search for the dead. Perfect.
Macris uses Disney princess form.
What the fuck?
It's a very different game, guys. This is why I don't write games personally. Okay. BRB.
So the difficulty. I really want to re-roll this dice, so I'm just gonna take a 3.
Yep. So 3 successes?
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll get back to what the answer is in a moment.
Are we taking a break? Rick?
Yep.
Okay. Goodbye. Do you need anything? Do you have
I'm
water
good.
with you in addition to your drink? Yes.
Sure do.
Okay, and it's not empty. Good.
DJ Quiver tossing out the French Canadian swearing.
Have it back.
Interesting. Well, it's just me. There might be some late night streams coming from me over the next few weeks. I'm going to have a bad case of being alone. So I'll have to do something with my time. You read it in a book. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I will admit that Quebecois swearing is just like there's an art to it. There's an art form of Quebecois swearing, which, I mean, the thing is, I recognize that must be the same in English, the language with which I am most comfortable swearing. But I just can't pull it off the same. Like, I can't pull off Quebecois swearing the way that somebody who really knows what they're doing there can. And it is a thing of beauty when you can see somebody just go off. What is rough, Aragorn? What is rough? Is it my disposition? Quebecois is a little more poetic? Yeah, it absolutely is. Quebecois swearing is based off of religious iconography and religious terms. Tabernacle would translate to tabernacle. Chalice, chalice. Hostie, host. Sac, sacred, sacrament. There's a lot. Catelessness? I mean, look, there have been long periods of my life in which I have been cateless. The longest period of time was before the long ago, but there were times, like when I was in my super secret location, I was cateless. Last year around this time, I was cateless. So I will be cateless once more. It means that I will have more of an opportunity to spend time potentially on stream. We will have to find out. We'll have to figure out what that means. But I look forward to figuring that out with all of you. If there is another language that I would want to learn how to swear in, I don't know, Italian would be pretty good.
Manja. No, that just means eat. But that's my favorite thing to say when I'm pretending to swear in Italian. Manja. Eat.
Eat, you son of a gun.
I was dubbing an Italian show a few days ago, and the director had been like working on it for a little bit. So he and the engineer would say "avanti" to each other when a take was good enough that we could move on. It was really charming.
Whoa, how are you doing that?
Dick.
It's all that fruit too.
He's
Giving him powers?
He's become Spider-Man.
Oh,
And
sick.
things are sticking to his hand. It's definitely not an allegory for puberty. Definitely not.
No, absolutely not.
Ew. Fair. We ready to return?
What?
That was a pretty quick break.
Yeah.
Just needed some
We're
water.
only halfway through.
Whoa! Oh, my.
Right. 3 successes, I believe, is what you said, right?
On Thousand Eyes?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
black spiral dancers that you encountered. That was on the west side of the mountain, preparing before the eruption. The ones who made the offer to prevent damage to the cairn, saying that that wasn't their intention. There were several reactions to that. One being, fine, come in and help. I'm not guaranteeing that anything is going to happen to you. And one being, go away. We don't trust you. Both might have been equally valid. But there's one thing that you do know, and that is that the trail that would have left them off the mountain. The animals that are still here have a certain peace surrounding them now. After all, it's not every day that a natural disaster occurs, but animals don't really have very far to go. Where else are you going to go? You're in a nature pocket in the middle of an urban area. A raccoon might be fine. A fox, probably less so. And it is a fox who sees that close to the melted and burning slag that covers now close to it. Someone who is lying on the ground reaching up. And somebody who had fallen reaching out are lying side by side in the slag itself.
Oh God.
Those without the gift, Kiss of Helios, would not be able to survive for very long in direct contact with lava.
Just to confirm, because these are two of the spirals that we had seen?
No.
No. That's what I thought.
Dusk and dew bound together, but they would have been on the path the spirals took.
So they were KO'd by lava.
That would have been the thing that killed them, yes. How they got into the lava, that's less clear.
Marcus's eyes are still unfocused, but tears are pouring out of them before she comes back.
Roll me a die of luck.
That's a 6.
No one notices. Not yet. Troy,
Yeah.
you do not know this yet.
No.
You have approached Slade.
She crouches down near her and checks for obvious injuries first.
She's definitely injured. She'll be fine. She's Guru. This is nothing that she hasn't been able to handle. It's either going to mean like go to a hospital, get rested up, but like she could just take her time, gradually recovering some rage, regenerating, waiting until the next night. You know Slade. She most likely would not agree to go to a hospital.
Yeah, she doesn't even suggest it. Is there anything that Trine could do with her medicine knowledge to like
You could force
make her uncomfortable?
you could force your local mother's touch receptacle to
I have a name.
to help out.
Are any bones broken that can be reset? This is just flavor. Healing flavor. Yay!
Nasty healing flavor.
Yeah, nasty healing flavor.
Yeah, you could set her femur. How much strength do you have?
3.
So you can do it on your own. I should warn you. Ow.
She's gonna do it. I mean, she'll warn her.
Oh, so you're not just walking up to her being like, like,
No, as tempting
As
as
tempting
that
as
is.
you are, yeah.
You want me to reset that?
Yes.
Got a fucking hat.
Then look at me when you do it.
All right.
She doesn't count down. She just.
I'll still do it.
I'm gonna roll her stamina. I'm gonna see if she handles this well.
Awful, honestly.
It sure is.
Yeah. There's definitely like her teeth grit so hard that like you're surprised they don't shatter in her mouth, but you know, she bears it without crying out.
She offers the flask.
She takes it, drinks way too much from it.
She snatches it back.
Need to sleep.
Then sleep. I'm not going anywhere. No one's going to get in.
If you have to go somewhere, go, but just don't let me be alone.
I've got you.
And she's already passed out. Zach now approaches you and he's cheerfully as he can, offers you some water. And then goes, "Oh, you're covered," as he sees that you have a flask.
Probably a good idea. She takes some water.
That's so cute.
Do you want to refill your...
No, it's okay. Special Fiji water.
You shouldn't make. You shouldn't.
No, it's not. I didn't say that. Where's Macros?
She's looking. She's looking for sky and dusk and dew. She'll find them. She's warging.
Right. Troyan looks to see if she can see her at this point.
Back of head or front of head?
Well, I realize Wolfie formed, but what she'd do...
Hispo can cry.
Yeah, his could cry. But what she'd do is use the 1,000 eyes to try to find a path, circuitous or not, that can get her to them without running into a whole bunch of humans.
That's easy to do.
And then she runs off.
Okay, so you witness... Roll me a die of luck.
Yeah.
Even, you see her face. No, odd, you don't. So you see the back of Macros's head, and then you see this hispoed wolf get up and just start running away. And at a clip?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she hadn't literally just promised that she wasn't going to leave this
I can
place.
stay with her.
Literally anything. Call me. Okay?
Sure.
And she's going to run and attempt to catch up to a literal dire wolf.
Oh, you can shift to Lupus.
I don't want to risk losing my
Lupus is
Lupus.
Lupus.
She's got a switch.
I don't know if I've seen a lot of Troyan and Lupus. This is kind of a fun for me. You know, as fun as you can get when you're running off towards two people reaching out for each other, encased in magma.
I'm just reminding myself of what she looks like.
She looked pretty badass.
I think she's like...
Dante,
black
you
wolf.
would notice that now both of your pack mates have bolted and have left in various wolf-like forms.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah, nobody said anything.
Sorry, Dante.
No, it's fine. I mean, I don't think there doesn't seem to be an emergency here at the cairn. There doesn't seem to be anything.
No, Juan is still
Desperate.
awake. So is Zach.
I think that's about it.
That's it.
Yikes.
Go with them.
Yeah. He's just quickly making eye contact with Juan. I'll be right back. And then shifting also, to Lupus to try to catch up, or at least follow the trail as best he can. He doesn't have no idea where they're going.
It's not hard to
Okay.
track each other. Your pack mates, unless
I have like a big negative to stealth or something also, so
Oh yeah,
You're
you.
yeah, 2 dice penalty to stealth. So like I'm not being quiet, but because I was able to figure out where people are,
Yeah.
I'm going for
The
speed.
thing is, your pack mates, unless you're deliberately trying to hide from each other, you can follow each other. That's
Nice. Okay, cool. I guess along the way, like, because I'm not single-mindedly pursuing anything other than Macris, I would be on the lookout for either bodies, damage beyond the fact that a volcano exploded, anything of note. I suppose I'd be on the lookout. But
Mountain's topography has changed.
yeah,
There was enough quake, enough damage done, enough holes vented that you've either covered over or diverted, but it doesn't feel the same as it once did. Trees have darkened, ashed leaves. Some of the bark has been stripped away from some of them. It's quiet. And as you're running along, your footsteps are muffled from the ash that fell from the sky like snow.
what about the seedlings that were hella dropped here not that long ago and had taken root?
Those trees still exist.
Okay.
They look healthy.
Right.
Some of them are still burned.
Sure. Okay. I'm not stopping to like investigate.
Oh, a tree.
Sniff a tree.
Sniff a tree, pee on a tree.
Yeah.
Macris, you get there first, I assume.
She would.
What's your Dex Athletics?
My Dex Athletics is 5.
4.
6.
So then, yeah, Macris, you would get there first.
But she also has 6 wits awareness, so I would wager that her passive perception is enough that she would tell that Troyan was following her.
Yes, you can tell that Troyan and
Then
that Dante
eventually
are
Dante.
following you.
Then she would stop a bit short of reaching sight of where she's headed.
Okay.
To, like, let them catch up.
What's wrong?
We lost 2. You don't have to come with. I left because you didn't have to come with.
Horse we're going with.
You don't have to.
We're going with.
Switches to Hamid and strides out towards the 2. The intent of carrying them back.
There isn't much left. The forms that are available that didn't burn away, which owing to their Guru constitution is only just enough to show that both figures were reaching out towards each other.
Is it doable to sort of bring some form of their remains back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into detail.
Yeah, that's the
Macris will do the heavy lifting.
If it hasn't fully cooled yet, and it would be helpful to activate Kiss of Helios, I'll do it.
It's cooled. It's just you're going to have to break the rock in order to get them out, but that's still definitely doable for beings of your particular abilities. But I'm willing to gloss over that.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be Dante if I wasn't at least sort of naturally curious about what happened here. They, lava flowed down onto and over them, but were they already down? Were they attacked?
Lava did not flow over them. They were tossed or found themselves on top of it.
That sucks. That's really hard. Okay.
There are things that you can do here. You have access to penumbral senses. You can use an investigation roll to try to figure out exactly what occurred.
I want to know.
Yeah.
So first, who has the highest resolve investigation?
4.
6. So maybe
Nice.
less.
Are you helping?
Yes. Troy's looking for footprints and other clues.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Do you have any investigation, Mac?
I do. I could if you asked for it.
I would.
Necessarily start on our own.
Yeah, I think he would kind of.
Yeah.
We can make this a thing too. He'd be like, "Hang on, let's just see what we can find first. We know it was the spirals, but if we know where they went,
I want to
They
know.
went back to the fucking hive.
But if they didn't,
just help us look." Macros, please.
Vengeance McGee is trying to be true to her patron.
Vengeance, Muggy.
McGee.
Let's reroll a few of those, eh?
Oh no.
No, it's fine.
What
Don't
about that one? 11 successes?
Brutal outcome.
worry. Yeah,
You fall into the active book.
I saved Hannah and I did nothing else for the rest of the game. 3 successes. That's what I got.
You can tell that there was a fight close to here. You know that there were several combatants, probably 5 or 6 in total. You know that the fight had to have occurred while there was still flowing lava in this area. It is likely that they were thrown. The strength required to throw a guru in any form other than Hamid or Lupus would be high. The assumption would have to be that even as much as what Project Twilight has shown, they haven't shown any ability to carry extra strength. This almost certainly was the act of Black Spiral Dancers. I'll also point one other thing out. Both were Galliards. None of you heard any hell.
That's right. There was a series of like, I need help, or there's something happening, but
that's
not from them.
Not from them.
Or not from this direction, or whatever. Yeah.
Which IOC will posit could mean that they had access to something that was silency.
Mm-hmm.
Could have.
Oh.
Possible.
Or could have been something else.
I was just that's a good catch because I think we've encountered that before. See, I was just thinking,
I think Dusk did it to Dante.
Oh yeah.
which means it may have been activated if it's like an area effect, but it's also possible that they chose not to? Question mark. Like that's how I was interpreting it.
Yeah, like they're
That-
sacrificing.
That's
themselves
just interpreting facts, truth. So who knows? Yeah,
I know.
who knows? Yes.
Are there obvious tracks leading away from the fight, John?
Yes, but they head eventually off into a place, a concrete path. The trail goes cold there.
Can you imagine if it just led to them? They're just still standing there.
Yeah, they're just like
Just smoking a cigarette.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well, mistake. Yeah.
Hey, Karen, all right?
Oh god.
We know the faces of those 3. We know them in life, and we will know them in death.
3?
The 3 spirals.
There were 4.
4. We know that. Find and replace. 4. Thank you.
The 4 friends. No, wait, I didn't mean.
The 4 fiends.
Actually, hang on. I'm writing
We
that
know
down.
there's 4 in life, and we will know them in death, for we will usher their death to their doors. Fuck. Sure.
How are we gonna tell apotheosis?
We're only missing one now. Macris turns back towards the cairn, carrying the remains.
Would Troyan move to carry others, or would Dante?
I mean,
Or you got them all.
Her plan was just to carry them back.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense then.
She'd be strong.
You can only carry partial remains.
Yeah, whatever there is.
Totally. It's not, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get them, Troyan. You know that.
I'll make sure of it.
Incidentally, Macris, Troy, and Dante gain 1 rage.
Thank you.
Macris stops. And when are we going to the Umbra? Why are we hesitating? And by we, I mean you, Dante.
I'm not hesitating. I'm thinking about the very difficult conversation that I am going to have soon. I'm not hesitating. I'm ready.
Slade is sleeping. Hannah's in hospital. Most of them are unconscious. We can't leave Juan alone.
We can
Macris
if it's
continues walking back towards the cairn.
we can if it's just for a few minutes.
Then I'll stay.
I just need to speak to Stag.
Of course. I understand. Get her back.
I won't be bargaining for her. I have nothing to offer.
Fucking head.
I'm sure it's
Let's tear the can apart and find it.
that's a good thing to do. I'm sure it's there. Actually, I'm not sure it's there. I just assume so. Let's get back. I don't want to take you away. You're right. I don't think we're in danger anymore, but it would be foolish for us all to just leave them when they're all out. Why is Macris so pissed off?
Is Macris still in earshot of this?
I wouldn't ask the
She would've
question if
kept
Macris
walking.
was.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I'm
great.
gonna say no at this point.
She cares about Sky.
Oh. See?
Yeah. Macris does hear that and goes, what the fuck are you doing, Macris?
It's a foghorn. I guess then she and I better get into the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know. It's okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow Macris back to the Cairn of the Weathered Storm.
Okay. You're at the cairn.
Sure.
We're going to retcon where the head is if you haven't found it in your notes.
Yeah, I can't
Because
find
I don't remember.
I feel like it was in, I literally feel like I remember it was in like a chest, like
They put it
with
somewhere
ice.
really specific,
I don't remember that at all.
somewhere in the fucking cairn. I just don't remember.
I'm going to say that you can go ahead
Great.
and get it.
Sick.
Plus one hit.
Ba-na-na-na.
The orphans.
Hello, my name is Alice. Ugh. Just awful.
You have one head.
Yeah. Macris, I'm ready.
Great.
Do you want me to come with you?
Please both go together. I'm begging you.
Okay.
You're staying.
Yeah.
Like I told Zach, punch me in the face if you need me back here. that how it works?
Not really, but metaphorically.
I'll punch you in the face anyway if you want.
Sure.
We don't need this.
I'll punch you in the left head if you need.
Only the left.
Only the left.
Please. I'm feeling very left out of this. Left hip punching business. Okay, let's go. The plan is to cross the gauntlet. We don't have any shadow shards. You know what? No, the plan is still to cross the gauntlet
Correct.
and to find Stag. That's the plan. Let's see if we get torn apart and see what the gauntlet situation is. We don't know.
We've healed this side, hopefully we've healed the other.
Difficulty is 2. And hey, now you can assist each other without adding another die of rage.
Yay! Renown.
Any renown plus exalt.
Let's party.
My pool is 5. I assume yours is higher, so I had 1 non-rage die.
Thank you.
And no, I read this recently. It's different. It's not what I was thinking.
What, to assist in a rage?
Yeah, it's like you add 2 dice, but they're one of them is rage or something like that.
So I have it here.
Yeah, great.
Crew who are present can participate in the rite, and as long as they haven't lost the wolf, their players add 2 dice if the characters also know the rite, or 1 if they are unfamiliar with it. One of these dice is always a rage die.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I like it though. It's a lot of
I
dice.
see.
You said 2, right? Yep. Awesome. 5 successes. Not a brutal. Let's go.
The shit you're doing this at the cairn, and then heading towards where you know Stag, or at least where you guess Stag is.
I mean, unless it would. Yes.
If it makes more sense, like, I could hand off the remains to Troyan, who's also strong, and us, like, send her ahead. Would that make sense?
Whatever would make the most sense to optimize the right.
The easiest place to do the right would be in the cairn
Great.
itself.
We do that.
Sky here is red. Mountain that previously here had been dust. It's fallen in a way that almost looks like a collapsed cake or loaf of bread. As if there was an emptiness underneath the mountain that's finally given way. The peak's no longer quite so high. The terrain no longer quite so smooth. The ash, which in the real world maybe makes up about half a centimeter to a centimeter, here is up to your knees. But the ice is here. The red light, when it hits this ice, splits like a prism, even though there is only red light shining through to produce a kaleidoscope of rainbow across the ground.
The ice that you mentioned that's present sort of at the cairn in the real world, quote unquote, is it... Yeah, how does it differ in the Umbra? Is there more of it? Okay, identical. Okay, that makes
Which in and of itself is notable.
Yeah.
But it will take you time, and that's time you don't have at the moment.
Correct. I'll study it elsewhere. It's okay, guys. As they start making their way towards where Stag last was seen, Dante's kind of looking around and specifically looking towards the mountain that seems to have collapsed even further. It's like it's been hollowed out from the inside. I know that we had much we had to do in order to heal this place, but I didn't know it had been quite so... I didn't know it had been eaten.
Can I have one of you roll me intelligence science?
I'd like to roll that.
Mr. Science, please.
Mr. Science.
Oh, very Gale whispered of you.
We
You've got your
couldn't
little
get through.
traveling chemistries.
Hurt us more and more to get through. We were locked out. We had to fix things on our end before we could fix things on this end.
3 successes.
So one thing is that what Macris says is absolutely correct.
She doesn't believe herself that.
But you could not fix the mountain without reviving at least a core of it, which you did last night. But the other thing is that as much as it seems really bad right now, this is perhaps the same sort of solution that a forest fire would be.
No.
Forest fires are required. It's one of the big mistakes that we made as a species, was trying to prevent forest fires as much as possible.
Entirely, yeah.
There needs to be some burn to help regrow. This may have happened here. That doesn't mean that your job is over. The mountain is in worse shape than it's ever been.
Macris knows this.
But now there may be a chance. But when you reach the area where you saw Stag last, there is a lowered head staring at you, eyes burning. This is not the stag that was previously overtaken that you had to fight before. This is an enraged spirit. One whose home has been destroyed. You.
Holds up the head. I know you wanted the traitor alive.
Should be
Was Sky the traitor? She was certainly accused of it.
Do you think that it was me who was to establish guilt?
You asked for a traitor. Dante delivered someone into your hands. You don't seem appeased, so I would guess that means she wasn't.
Tell me these crimes.
She throws the head at his feet.
As the head falls and then rolls along the ground, it's stopped by a hoof. And then just crushed.
I couldn't bring her to you alive.
Crimes.
Start.
Where do I start? It's a good question.
Multiple murders, ritual, sacrifice, crimes against Gaia, crimes against the Umbra.
She was the one responsible for corrupting you, Stag.
Yes,
Whatever happened to you?
dancing the spiral.
Like the antlers on Stag's head smash into the ground, spending plumes of ash just rising up, and then the orange and red light that surrounds it almost looks like dark wings.
We still aren't 100% sure there aren't others. But Dante here
Does it matter?
reached across. He came to you.
Look! And he gazes out over the rest of the blighted scape that is in front of you. My home is dead.
It is burned. That doesn't mean it's entirely gone.
He indicates what's left of the head. She wanted to bring the worm here and destroy it fully. End it forever. End the cycle of life. You're right, Stag. This is no longer the same home that you had. But Macris speaks true.
Why should I listen to either of you?
I worked a long time planting trees. The same trees. All together. Weak. Susceptible.
There's so many trees here now.
Variety. And yes, fire.
Stag, you should listen to us, because we are part of the reason that the heart of this place is still beating. It's not completely devastated because of our actions.
Favors done for Goose and not for Stag.
You are a part of the same system.
The mountain. Yes. Goose benefits. You benefit. All benefit that are here. The favor was for the mountain. Because of the mountain fall, if our region fell into the hands of those like, and she points towards the splatter, then there would be no hope.
Children of Fox. You run when there's trouble.
No, we
Prove
do
it.
not.
I came here now, didn't I?
For what? Why?
We want to know where your daughter is. Her name is Sky. I brought her to you here. You took her.
She's mine.
Where is she?
Mine.
Why? The price was if we didn't bring the traitor. I gave you the traitor. I'll bring every traitor I find if I find them.
I have nothing left. You would take my daughter away from me again.
So that she can do more good. So that she can help heal this place faster.
Are you really so corrupted? Even still.
Another bell.
That you would be so selfish. We cleansed you. We've worked to save this mountain. And yes, it is in ashes and tatters.
Step forward, rat.
She strides forward, definitely within striking distance. Are you going to continue licking your wounds?
The head lowers. The head is easily 4 times larger than your entire body.
Will you lash out to ease your own pain?
What if she is dead?
Then you've lost one of your own. And you have to live with that. As do we.
You would honor her death. Honor her life. And spare me your grief. And Stag lifts himself up, and then underneath his body, there's Sky lying on the ground in the ash, almost like a snow angel. But the movements imply that she's alive.
I would like to snatch her, snatch Dante, and snap the fuck out of her. Bro. How do you feel about this, fellow player?
I feel good.
Okay.
Dante would definitely want to, thank him. But I think this can be happening at the same time, that you can be like, oh, thank God, and I can be like, thank you
Why
so
don't
much.
you roll me,
I'm a dirty
Dante.
little rat. I got what I needed. Run away.
Why don't you roll me your resolve
Dirty
insight,
little rat.
please?
Let's do it. Oh, I don't actually have that much insight.
Hello.
Oh, Dante.
Don't be brutal.
It's not. It's 3 successes.
The only reason why Stag is yielding right now is because you've managed to piss him off so much with truth.
Yep.
that he's like, okay, fuck it. I can't be petty right now, but he is not interested in hearing from you right now at all.
Correct, yes.
If you continue to try to talk to him, he may just decide to be petty again. In which case, he might just decide to take you. Which you are wise to leave.
The rat is wise. Let's do this. Or honorable.
Scamper.
Let's scamper. We will. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Dante, resist the urge.
Sky, by the way, is like unconscious in like an almost supernatural sense. She doesn't look like she's hurt, but like almost like a Sleeping Beauty type situation. She is just out.
Someone's gonna have to kiss her.
I'll do it.
Damn it,
Dante. Whoa.
You're returning?
Yeah, we retrieve her and then
Now I'm going to need you to roll.
Rite of Shadow passage. Yeah.
If I get 3 corpses dumped into the middle of the cairn, I swear to God. Oh, 2 corpses, everything's fine.
It has to be the stronger person.
We just fall out. It's like
Not again.
absolutely horrible.
Go ahead.
All right. Sorry. Yes. Let's do this.
Two,
do
one
this.
range, one normal from me.
Thank you. Honor. No. Wisdom. What?
Highest.
10 dice. Let's do this.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. It's a lot of dice. It was close. I mean, it might still be kind of close.
It wasn't brutal.
It's not brutal.
How many successes do you think you need?
4.
It's 2 easier on the way back for what it's worth.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering about threshold for the purposes of getting shanked on the way back. I don't know.
That's fair.
4 successes.
You make it through the gauntlet intact. All 3 of you. You are in the bond. I assume that if you wanted to get out as quickly as possible, you didn't go all the way back to the cairn. Troyan,
Hello.
what were you doing?
Being the best guardware anyone's ever seen.
Guardware.
If anyone else has like, she's mostly just keeping herself busy. If anyone's knocked out but has a bone that she can reset, she'll just fucking do it. If there's heavy bleeding happening, she'll wrap the wounds.
After a little bit of time, as you kind of continue making the rounds here, Guy wakes up.
Fell into a hole, did you?
I don't want to talk about it.
I heard you fell into a hole.
You're a hole.
Oh!
You're feeling better. That's nice.
I feel like shit. But we're here.
Yeah.
Hannah?
Extensive poisoning, but she's at the hospital.
Anyone with her?
No.
Okay. Where's the rest of your pack?
In the Umbra.
Why?
Getting Sky back.
Sky's not there?
Stag took her.
What? No
question.
You know what? I don't need the answer. Are you okay? You're not okay.
I'm fine. There were losses. Are you in a place to hear them?
Yeah. If it will help you.
Got a lot of people to tell.
Then I will help.
Dew and dusk.
Shit. Okay.
They fell to the spiral, and I know their faces. 4 of them we encountered on the mountain. Didn't engage with.
You didn't engage with them.
No.
The litany's a real pain, isn't it?
Yeah.
He sits up a little further. His lips are cracked. He's parched.
She throws the water bottle at him. Right to my left.
Okay.
You and I are going to go to the casino. I am going to buy you a lovely outfit.
I don't want an outfit. You're not buying me an outfit. I'll fucking kill you.
You need to look the part. We're going to go and we're going to find somebody who is deserving. It will be easy.
I don't want easy. I want
You
those
sometimes have to eat your vegetables before you can have your dessert.
I feel like I can see your spleen right now and you're lecturing me about healthy habits. Fuck you.
I need Gorgon to know that we're all right. Ah, my spleen. I need to spill blood.
Sleep. You and your spleen can get revenge by my side after. I'm not leaving this place until everyone's back.
I can't tell whether I'd prefer to see you really uncomfortable in a gown or a tuxedo.
I would fucking rock a tuxedo. And I'm buying that for myself, by the way.
Fuck
You're
you.
not buying...
So much more money than you do. Oh, my spleen. Oh. Hey,
Yeah.
they're the only two.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Slade, Cleaves, they don't know yet.
No.
I'll take care of it. I'd rather that they hear it not from you. You don't get it, do you? Try and... You're the worst possible thing right now. You're a hero.
Don't call me that, please.
Which means that they'll need to hear it from someone who bit
Fell
it
into a hole.
in a hole.
Just
Apotheosis. She made it too. Yes?
all of downstream. It's okay.
Lucky bastards.
They've been through a lot. I think you can forgive them for surviving.
Someone needs to howl. But with dusk and dew gone, we don't have a galliard left.
Yeah, we do. Zach,
Yeah?
I've got something really difficult that I need you to do.
Okay, I'm coming.
Is Mandor?
He trots over. He's
I was like, no.
refilled his
Yeah,
water
bro.
jug, so
Like,
some of
no.
it's sloshing over the sides, and you can see that the water that's fallen over his hands is very cold, but he's doing his best to sort of hold on to the jug.
Zach,
Yeah? Oh. Oh no. Which one?
2 galleons were lost. Dusk and Dew.
2?
And Dusk.
Dusk said that... Both of them.
They were together.
Okay.
They fought side by side. That much is very clear.
Okay.
We need a galliard to howl. And I know that's a lot to ask, and I wouldn't do it if I wasn't sure that you're up for this. I know you can do this.
Yeah. I can.
What do you need?
Just don't need anyone to make any more promises. She promised that she would show me the ropes. She said that Owl liked for people to figure things out by themselves. Oh, damn it. Okay. Can you tell me where it would be appropriate for me to sit? Somewhere a little higher up, but close to here.
Troyan looks to Guy.
Guy is like, about 60 seconds that way. There's a rock outcropping that you can find. And that's enough. And Zach nods, and he reaches out and he takes Troyan's hand and he squeezes it really tightly. Don't let anyone come after me for about 2 minutes.
I'd like to go with you. Is that all right?
It's not going to be easy.
Don't mind.
Okay. And he shifts down to Lupus. You've seen him in Lupus, I think, once before. I think it was the day that you found him.
Did he? I don't know if he did shift. We found him in a...
He was definitely helping when we found him.
Yeah, because he was in the van in a hidden compartment.
We may have seen him.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Troyan shifts too to join him.
But he trots over. He takes a few steps. And he gets up on the rock outcropping, and this is the part where the two of you pop back in. It's loud. As if he's trying extra hard to try to reach downstream. It probably won't. He's giving it his all. Warning that 2 moon dancers are on their way. 1, somebody who has done everything that he possibly could in order to protect those who didn't know they need protecting. scale stalker. And one who in the end lived through who she loved and died that way. Quietly, as a Strider is. But helpful nonetheless. The last few sentences that he tries, the howl cracks. He can't. He tries again and again, and then just.
Ryan moves closer and leans heavily against his shoulder.
The last that he gets out is, "I will miss them." Just for himself. Lying on the ground next to the two of you, you hear, "Oh." C would be the only one left. I get it. Sky sits up, in Hamid, by the way, I should point out. She looks unharmed. But there's a very odd, in her eyes, when you see them, there's the same falling ash that you would see in the air around. They're falling in the pupil, in the iris, just constantly.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, that's bad.
But as she's blinking, it's starting to settle and then disappear. It's fading.
Okay.
Slowly.
Okay.
Thank you, Dante.
Yeah. Should be thanking you, Macris.
No, it was an asshole.
Yep. Yeah, you were.
How many more?
Just
Too many. And yet so few.
A lot of wounds to tend and a lot of people will need to recover, but you're right.
Dante succeeded.
Yes. But it's more than that. She gets up onto her feet. Call your packmate in. We need to speak.
You were in the Umbra a long time, Sky.
Yes.
Are you alright?
No.
Don't know what I expected.
No. But if that kid can sing, then I can address the rest. Please.
Shall we reconvene?
Yeah, let's.
Troy
Troy in and
absolutely
Zach, yeah.
does not leave Zach, so only when he was ready to come back.
Zach is after he finally gets that last line out, he shifts to Hamid. just like to the point where he's just slightly above the rocks that he was on, so that he sits hard on them. Just ow. I still don't know when I'm going to get used to that.
I'm so fucking proud of you, Zach. Thank you.
They're still going to need their gatherings.
Yeah. They'll have them.
Ow. Okay. There's something that I need to make sure that someone else knows. I don't know if I'm ready to share it with everybody else.
Okay. What can I do?
I wish she was alive. But if this wasn't the best way for her to go. This is when you hear, I guess, the two of you starting to approach.
Yeah.
Oh.
She wanted us to bring these two back.
And then Zach instantly is just like,
Oh, yeah, we heard where the hell was from. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sorry, just logic of knowing what brain is. All of that.
oh, okay.
Right there with you.
Hey. Sky?
Yeah?
Yeah. She wants to talk to everybody.
She's okay.
As okay as... Yeah.
She's safe. She's alive. Is she
Yeah.
hurt?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey. That's...
You can say it. It's fucking nuts, honestly.
No, that's great. Because I don't know if I have another one of those in me. we should go.
You did good.
People keep telling me that.
Maybe one day you'll believe it.
If not, maybe you picked the wrong group.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like this guy's got his pick of the packs.
Don't you get it? You're always going to be around. You're the spaces between. You're the ones who go wherever it's needed.
Right back at you, kid.
And he turns and he starts to head down towards the cairn itself.
Let's workshop that a bit. I like that. Spaces between. And Dante kind of starts going off as well. Back towards the cairn, I guess.
Wait, Dante starts going off like,
This fucking kid thinks he knows better than me. Okay.
Troyan hangs back just long enough to give Macris a gentle shoulder nudge. How are you?
Fine.
Stag? So the same? Okay.
It's fucked over there. I don't know whether it's... Dante says it's I assume you relayed your saying.
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Why she went off with,
led with
forest
the forest fire
fire,
business.
yeah.
Yeah, no, fair.
Hopefully it's, rise from the ashes kind of stuff, but their ashes are waist high or knee high or whatever high.
knee high.
Knee high.
Jesus.
Let's see what guy have to say. Chug.
Yeah.
Chug. She does leave a reasonable-ish quantity for Troyan.
Second flask emptied. We need more flasks.
We need a bigger flag.
I'm gonna need another bigger flask.
With the exception of Hannah, Hannah's not here. She's
Out to the hospital,
in the hospital.
presumably.
Cleves has regained consciousness. Any percent has as well and hasn't yet left. Brandon is almost resentfully looking at Dante when the three of you return.
We'll have it out one day.
And somebody tries to wake Slade, but she's not having it. I needed all of you to be here for a second. I wasn't here. I don't remember a lot of what I was doing. I'm sure it'll come back with time, but I remember fire, and I remember digging. So much digging. And I remember light. I remember desperately trying to keep the light away from this place, which seemed so wrong. But at the same time, I also remember thinking that I was leaving others to do other work. Hannah's not here. She got us so far. Our friend from downstream carried us the rest of the way. But it's important for us to recognize that there isn't anyone here who wasn't instrumental in making that happen. I hate how many enemies we have. I hate it. And yet, I understand it. Only the great can be so hated. Only the effective find so much opposition. You have to be that good to find that many who are that bad. Whether you killed 1 or 50 or nothing. Whether what you did was reach your hand out to those who needed it or extended your claws to those who deserved it. This place belongs to you now. You will never be turned away. As long as you fight for Gaia, then this place is yours. Because this is our victory. The dead and the living. And despite the fact that she is in Hamid, she leans her head back and just pierces the sky with nothing more than just a joyous howl. She can't modulate like others do. She has shit performance. But it is a joyous sound. As much as she can muster. Any percent joins. And then Zach, who first tries to do it in Hamid and then and then shifts down into Lupus so that he can try again, and then manages. Although his victory howl still has like a watercolor that's been smeared sadness traced in. Then Guy, who is a little too smug in his looking at Zach and being like, well, okay. Brandon. Jennifer does not. She is not awake. Juan. What about the three of you?
I don't think there's any way that we would do anything kind of perfectly in unison or whatever. But
No, Dante doesn't have like
a little conductor's baton. Oh, dude.
Little pitch pipe.
Hang on, I gotta write that down. The A tone. Oh my god. But yes, I can't speak for you guys. Dante absolutely would want to join in the victorious howling, because we did fucking do it. Yo. Whether or not we're members of this sect or not, you still get to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, Trine joins in too.
Max was probably the last to join, but she eventually does.
there are two who do not join in. Jennifer Slade does not.
Right. Unconscious.
And Cleves the Lie does not. He lifts his chin with the rest, but it's clear that he is not adding his voice to the chorus. This night's fight is over. For some, all their fights are over. For the rest of us, I need you to be secure, safe. The only thing that I know is that our enemies are licking their wounds as well. We are not in a position to capitalize on this. This took almost everything we had. Rest. Rest. And be ready to fight another day. And then she quiets down. The last few little flecks of ash fall away from her eyes. Roll a die of luck, all three of you, please.
9.
3.
Sky can't help but look for Macris in the crowd, just enough to make sure that there's eye contact made. Jennifer's smiling in her sleep.
She's fighting Spyro.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Ripping heads off.
And Dante,
Yo.
you get a text message.
Well, this night never
I'm sure
ends.
it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah.
It is from a number that you do not recognize.
I immediately regret what I said. Yeah.
But the way the text is written is very recognizable.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Do you want a game sometime soon?
Oh my
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
God.
Why is it so many question marks? Bro, why so much punctuation though?
I'm in the forest. There's a lot of bodies around.
Literally murdered to keep the city alive. Also, yes.
The news.
Finally built a new rig.
Oh, my. he would text back a series of like thumbs up, laughing, crying emoji, whatever. And then also definitely a where are you at these days? But yeah.
Kate?
Punch me if you need me.
You bet.
I need to sleep.
That's her thing.
Where are you going?
They're actually gonna find Zach and try to encourage him to sleep too.
Okay. You find Zach. Hi.
Sleep.
I feel like the instant that I start trying to sleep, I won't be able to stop it, but I can keep going.
No. They'll punch you if they need you.
Does everything have to be a punch?
Shake you awake. I don't know. I told them to punch me. Hey, if you get punched, you'll get pissed off.
My gym teacher always said that a sternum rub was a good way to wake somebody up.
Cool.
You ever had your sternum rubbed? It really hurts.
Weird. Feels like it would feel weird. It's my bones. Why would you do that? I guess it would wake someone up because it would feel really weird.
If they were unconscious, it really hurts. Do I go home? Do I sleep here?
Here. If some fuckwad decides that we're weak, then they'll come here. So here, tonight.
I don't think
Until the rest of them,
I don't think you have to worry, Macris.
the rest of them will recover.
I don't think you have to worry about looking weak ever again.
I don't mean me, I mean us collective.
And then his head's on your shoulder.
Nope.
Should probably catch this guy's eye again.
Sky now definitely is like looking for your gaze.
Looks across at various other guru.
So Brandon and Guy are they're sitting around. They each have a small little bottle of Fireball, like a tiny
Like
one.
the little ones? Yeah.
And they're just both kind of like huddled together and swigging it. And then you see that Brandon every once in a while is glancing over at Dante, and then Guy is like, I fell down a hole.
Why does he hate you again? I forget.
I saved his life. you
Oh,
see.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Famously something that people hate other people
It's not
for.
so much it's not
I-
like of hatred, but it's definitely like a, what the fuck, dude?
I don't think we've ever like even exchanged words, and I saved his fucking life. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess we're BFFs now. Sorry, Trace. Yeah, it's okay.
Sky approaches finally, while unless you lay Zach out, which you could.
I had to make sure he was comfortable, so.
Why do you look like you're not going to stay?
Because there's more fights. I'm staying tonight, or today, I guess. She looks at the daylight. Once enough of you are healthy enough.
Please don't go for a long time.
Same to you. I know you had to or whatever, but I was really fucking pissed when Dante came back alone.
He's strong.
Yeah.
So are you.
So are you. We're all strong.
I'd kiss you
I should sleep.
in front of all of these people.
I should sleep.
I should sleep.
I can't. If they fucking show up and I haven't slept.
Yes, let's... All of us who can, let's sleep.
We've survived to see another tomorrow.
Then I'll look forward to tomorrow. She gets up.
Just rubs the wound from the strange knife, like the spot where the strange knife hit her.
It's so strange. It doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
God
But
damn it.
you can see it. It's just a tiny little line. It's almost beautiful.
We'll help with that, Macros.
Amputation is called for, I think.
She says to no one.
Yep.
Hopefully this isn't a kill you when you're asleep. And lies down, goes to sleep.
Well, only one way to find out, really. Yeah.
Troyan stays awake as long as she can, figuring she's in better condition than many people here. Anyone else who's well enough to take guard shifts, to take turns, she'll arrange with them. She does intend to sleep at least some of the night, but only if somebody else is awake.
Dante?
It's got to crash out, and if his pack is staying here, I think he would go and find a place like to the side somewhere to sort of crash, but first he's jams his hands in his pockets and wanders by Brandon and Guy and crouches down. Do you guys happen to have like a whole stash of that, or?
For special occasions, you want one? And Brandon pulls one out. Like it is commercially available. Like there's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
ritualistic. He's just like, I have like 10 of these in my pockets.
So weird. But
He's a part pissy and he has to like shoplift
Oh,
Fireball
yeah, of
every time he
course.
goes past an SAQ.
Sit down. Just one, and then you can go off and sleep. Share a drink with me.
unscrews the lid and just holds the drink up in a cheers motion to him and to Guy, unless Guy's left. I don't know why. They're both there. To surviving.
Sure, why not? And then they both drink. If you've never had Fireball, it tastes like cinnamon and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It is so easy to get fucked up on Fireball. And then you sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. It will be some time before any of you wake up. It would be some time before Dante starts getting this.
I don't think he wakes up. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, yeah.
They're text messages.
Oh, okay.
Your phone may not even necessarily wake you.
I mean,
I think we'll end the session there.
Oh my god.
I really hope it's just apotheosis. Hey, you up, babe? Where are you?
Babe, what's this I hear about my bro and my sis dead?
Get over here.
Bro.
Need some. No, you know what? I'm not gonna. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna do a play on.
Get your magma
Sweet
over
lovin'.
here.
Oh.
No. It's just like, hey,
Eat my volcano.
I built a new magic deck. It's Commander. Have you played Commander yet? I got the
How
sweet
about this
combo.
one? How about
hey,
this one?
if you have this
Oh,
this
no,
guy
get the card.
as your commander, you can actually have two commanders because like you see they're like special.
Please. I'm so tired. Please, but yeah, actually, legitimately, probably just like boop 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 boop.
There's it.
Oh my god.
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
what did you learn this session?
That As productive as Troyan is over Zach, she feels that a part of her job in protecting him is standing by him while he does something difficult, not shielding him from the difficult thing.
I think that's a very apt observation. Kate?
The right face, Erica.
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot about where Macros falls in terms of things, and definitely she is more on the shield people from the hard stuff, which is why she was gonna go collect the bodies herself. Why she didn't instantly tell Zach. Like, Kate thumbs up that Troyan told Zach.
Yeah.
Macros is like, no, shield the little baby.
Yeah.
Which is nice because Patches, one of her things was like never shield people from the harsh truth. So it's like, this is cool that I've found that Macros is the opposite.
Yeah, it's really, it was very sweet.
Scott?
We've had dealings with various spirits before in our 52 sessions of Montreal by Moonlight. But I learned today that sometimes despite being very big and very destructive and very powerful, spirits are also petty and not reasonable. And for a group of people that we are kind of trying to bargain with and interact with in a reasonable way, sometimes they're not. And what are you supposed to do? And the answer is sometimes, be an asshole. And that's good. It's a good thing.
Liz,
Very good thing.
I'm so good. I want to call out Kate for Macros's arc of. I just thought that the journey of being angry at Dante for the delay to go into the Umbra, then when she finally, you could tell there was that drive the entire time, and I could see that it was haunting her, that she wasn't getting Sky back right away, and she was repressing it. And then finally there, face to face with Stag, and fucking dressing him down, and just the conviction and the just give her to us, you petty asshole, was great. It was so in character, and it showed how much she cares about Sky in what she was doing and not anything being telegraphed. It was really, really lovely. Thank you.
Dante did some really cool shit as the Theurge.
Word.
I actually really want to call out your interactions with Road Nash. I think.
Road Nash!
Oh, that's really
that was
Today?
But yeah, here's this fucking stranger. We're all fucked up after a fight.
Yeah.
And Dante still found a way to both put his guard up, but also engage with this person. I thought it was a really cool moment.
Thank you. Yeah.
But yes, also all the Theurgy stuff.
Yeah. No, but it felt right to me. That's nice. Thank you very much. And Liz, you already kind of called yourself out, but I think understanding but needing Zach to do what he has to do. Calling someone else to be the best version of themselves in difficult circumstances feels like Zenith cast leader thing to do in a way, and something that a natural leader might do, not necessarily something a Black Fury might do, but it just felt very appropriate for Troyan in this moment. It's how she interacts with people. I think she calls people to be their best, so that she can be her worst? Question mark? I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going with that.
Oh no.
It felt correct. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Splooey. And thank you.
John, calling back to that scene again, Zach was just heartbreaking and beautiful, and I was so proud of him.
I saw those tears.
Yeah.
Okay, going tears. I was just
it was
little
just,
bastard. Just trying so hard.
it was so great. Hats off. And Stag, for that matter.
Yeah.
Fucking Stag. You just want to slap him in the face, and you understand why he's being all petty.
Yeah.
Well,
I can get it.
But he's also,
I get it too.
we also rescued him from corruption.
But also, yeah, fuck you. We saved you.
Yeah, we saved your ass.
Some spirits are not kind. By the way, the mood point.
That's very good.
Who texted? Apotheosis, a dancer, actual trace, or auto insurance spam?
I hope it's auto insurance.
Please
I really
text
do.
stop to stop.
But if you text stop, then they know you're a real account, so they'll keep messaging you.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
That's the hell of it.
Dante subscribed to Fun Wolf Facts ages ago, and they're just, for some reason, they all piled up during the Endless Night, so he's getting days worth of endless.
It's only the
wolf facts.
lefttit.com.
Let it snow. Let it snow. Yeah. Okay, sorry, it's not. This isn't useful right now, guys.
Let it go.
Let's go. Very good. Yay.
Left-handed signals in your area.
What? Dante, what is this obsession, man? We have to talk about that.
Oh my god.
Ay, yoy.
Anyway,
That was a great sesh.
y'all are over 18 in the chat, right? Really sorry about that.
You know what I'm not sorry about?
What are you not sorry
The
about?
fact that there are future streams ahead of us.
Whoa. Can I take a... So I won't be streaming on Tuesday, which is my usual time to stream. However, I plan on having additional streams throughout the month of December because, if I may plug for a second, I was introduced to something I hadn't heard of before called Jingle Jam, which is a charity drive that a lot of streamers online are doing. I know I don't stream every day, so I'm not doing a big thing. However, I've posted information in my channel on the Discord. You can go there to find out. I want to raise money to support Cool Earth, which is a Amazon rainforest focused climate initiative. So I'll be streaming various things in order to raise money there. If you are able and willing to donate to that charity drive, I think it's £35 is the British pounds sterling is the tier at which you unlock some games. It's like a humble bundle like collection of games, including 2 Point Hospital and Frostpunk, and there's about 20 games or so in that bundle. I can post the full list as well. But yeah, I will be streaming throughout the coming week, probably Thursday, maybe Friday, as a way to, get people to stream for charity, but also have a good time. Thanks for letting me talk about that. That's me.
He posted it 5 minutes before stream started, which is why I was like,
Literally.
I'm the worst friend ever. I didn't.
No. I literally, it only went live at noon. The site was busted for like half an hour, and then it was the whole thing. They're good. That's me. During the week, Friday.
Well, I might steal stream if the schedule allows it. So of course I'll post on Discord because I am not available on Friday.
What?
But
I should be, so
might do something.
yeah, probably, yeah. Probably a steel stream business, I imagine.
And Saturday is shot ship for me too. So.
I might be doing some streaming on Friday because
All around me.
I was going a slightly different direction with that, but yeah, correct.
so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to figure out what I am going to stream. Because there will probably be more streams for me over the coming month. I know that I keep saying this, but some of these streams are going to happen late. So I'm sorry about Europeans, but I have to stream after work. I can't stream during work. I guess I could, but I could also get fired.
You probably shouldn't, yeah. Not worth.
So it does mean that you will probably see more of me. I will likely try to do a clinic hours coming up at some point so that we can discuss Endless Night. Specifically, how I conceived of a long course, big fucking deal.
Multi-course meal, yeah.
But what about Sunday?
Well, there will be another episode of RPG Clinics Montreal by Moonlight.
Yes. But
Find him replace.
the 3 friends with the 4 fiends, that's right.
That's right.
Same time, same channel.
Woo!
We got to thank Aragorn and Kung Fu Fenris for sticking by us all these years. How did you find the culmination of this? I'll tell you one thing. Macros for your body count, let alone the ability that you managed to divert where needed, you will gain 1 point of glory.
Oi! Glory. I forgot my name.
Dante,
Yes?
for being able to take a cairn and raise it up, pulling the reins from a fallen right master and being able to take it for yourself, you will gain 1 honor.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Troyan, you actually are one of the hardest to determine here because you managed to run the gamut.
So many bodies.
Yes, so many.
But it is Goose who honors you this time. And while you looked incredibly badass in being able to protect somebody from the inner tube of a volcano, it will be honor that you will be rewarded with. And we'll be headed that way. See you next time.
Bye bye.